day of the month of July. Tika kakra no July, 1st July no. Ye de no call the second day no na na yashas ye no a. Ye hwe ani musera de be adom na ene the second day of the month of July so no. Woman ye nyina ayaboko ede amaye. Midin ede Miss Ruby Adams no si abapa ho sima na duonu nan. Ye bedin komo akansie mu efri samre kopem se no kono bebo no. We have a lot to talk about on the show. Enu ti kan ho Facebook Live show ni wo ho Castle 90.3 FM Cape Coast. Join your Facebook one of penny show ni be like na share for comments ne bra. Meje back in kind e will show no so na met to me e the amount sound so ne odo message number 0244 743 143 0244 743 143 file message ne fa hobra na making kind e the amount ye be kwa ma no ne FKK de ekọ ensem wo ho transfers no no akepa Ariza Balaga ya confirm me say no Arsenal de obia Chelsea cast on pepe not as Arsenal befa Chelsea on pen Arsenal befa hey Arsenal from David Luiz time on they call William Jorginho abetwim because say be Kai Havertz there he was still good Kai Havertz no the guswaya there Kai so ko fa hono plus the bebrenana Chelsea edomakoma Arsenal wo magye bia moa wo mo bi so boom kakra ne ade nei kepa Ariza Balaga so ko join wo mo ba mafo say kepa na Chelsea agya ne kwan no ebe ha dwe because kepa ya ko Arsenal ko number 1 o idinka Chelsea ma kepa tena ya Sarah Sanchez ne hwan mu Chelsea hoi Jog Jensen mu ti kepa nya de enchen wo mo de Chelsea agya kepa kwan amana ko pie mo Arsenal ye de be ba no Antoine Semenyo contract extension abom ewo Bournemouth 2030 contract ne be wu samre no twisa akura yi ba o cash out I'm sure say o cost wa perform say ya dia almost enu 2030 no cash out e be piem wo ho ye ni na won sem be free amano ne na ye dia ba be ram of FIFA Club World Cup no ase enye fedi agranura 2 games to exciting game as no one game ne one game because now machina that game ne ba so in 10 Real Madrid and Juventus game no na na F na mu hye ye hu Canal this one eye adagule e de bobo ani no next the two Turkish no obi a che ne bobre power game ni mu a no na de Gregorio oso makwan ema Madrid phone shego no but ye there Madrid enya go no akoda na 21-year-old na na nsapa kwamena no am so shego no bia ni semi se hu sa kwa no ne muzzles na de hey or 21 but akwa ni pomu ade ne papa no he goal a o share but that cross no from Trent Alexander-Arnold and no game no fair ye de mu nsem ne beba from FIFA Club World Cup no Timor qualify no anwume no o trend obehia no the quarter finals ni muntan wachi ana Sergio Ramos ni Monterrey for no de ko hia Dortmund na so Sehu Gurasi Chess on we bibini wo ye bibini ani moja na no ohye tie no ochire ye Emma Dortmund a qualify mkoshia Madrid e the quarter final so the quarter final stage no is now set so far tournament ya boy u favorite and I say u team are performing your best team so far in the FIFA Club World Cup no mamenya o message on 0244 743 143 0244 743 143 any conversation about the FIFA Club World Cup or best team so far and our best game so far conversation na around the FIFA Club World Cup no mamenya o message on 0244 743 143 making can show no so na to me at the amount any other interesting stories if free am on neighbor and FKK na say now boy trade at the amount ye about the first segment of the show no so Ghana Football Association they are to just say nay the Puma boots no are you ready for collection Premier League clubs Division 1 League clubs Women's Premier League no me pa ma chom boot o bobo next season no are you ready na sans beto dwa de kan asem maybe atwa mu boot wo cheche no na yankofo blame the clubs no na no panyi bia kasa say o blame clubs no a enye yo o ko blame abusuan drafts come na say de say on na man ho kwan na ebeche ni boot na apokra so to etwagu mane ye yo sikani ye china de mane ye say abusuan drafts tewo no racket say obeche boot amano a anti drops no konkas won pa boot no ana lady strikers onka se ompa boot no ana enti mo aya na mo blame clubs no one of them want to say why you are blaming the clubs and clubs no should be blamed e am na mama kwa na echiche omu boot ana sanko mo ebedi with the first segment boot they are ready or rockets are ready nti man o majimu boot Premier League man majimu boot Premier League man kodoko ne has for wo mo bebo Ghana Premier League kodoko ne Gold Stars mo be kwa Africa no efe ne sim boot no wono a boot wo de be so ba chama boot na ready maji boot no kobo memo bi am blame clubs no we shouldn't blame the clubs omo de omo nya hwe na obeti wona se meti wona se also be chama de a menye obeje enti nobody should blame the clubs. So mama kwa me yetiche omu boot no. So conversation the first segment no. You better do you think say clubs no so ka hu bi? Enenei ya tiche boot ma wo mo. Ana no de enyo masem a omo de pramu enso ewo other interesting local stories mu. Na edibi ewo show you so etumi edi amount. Hazofo camp Didi Dramani semo ho. Nyame adma weekend ye board the president cap no. Koloko preparations ne kose ho sem no. Yadi beba Gold Stars ebekwa of PM or CAF Champions League transfers no they are still signing ebi beba ewo jumedie ne so any other issues are eboba ewo fie ni nyina no yadi betu dwa on the show the amount. All right, mama now messages now 0244 743 yeah come on the FKK bon sem no church media maye
the real sports is here.
Boy is caught in no man's land. It's Marty.
kastlefm, the sports king.
Mama fast than my high sense. Some of the aquaman on it. Joe high sense product TV near air conditioner, gas cooker, washing machines. New here biano high sense showrooms across the nation. No one sa able to me. I can high sense. The money papa a check. Entry enyam kania na ne bono so no fuye papa pa won finfi mantem hanma common kesim Blue Hills Restaurant one take you a na Africa high sense quality product omo Ghana for na ha baby a bomodi an frɛ 0302 550000 high sense everyday prices for everyday people. Lonat malaria do betu ase de ama wo malaria tete wanum lonat ni bi wanum atuntumi ni de ho so koye test ma hwe ye na se malaria pa ne ha wo de aduro no etu ase one time ye lonat boramu all pharmaceutical shops na fe kwaje lonat nkoda no mpanyifo no FDA aje aduro no etumi ede atumu na game pack chop agudie no wo ho de ma so benya sika bo star 946 hash star 946 hash diagroni B numbers 1 to 36 no choose one number first cut to a chepushima wo mo mba ya draw no na wo number ne ba out usika ne yebo ho ama up to 30 times inti for example what choosing number 20 wo 50 Ghana to a che omo ya draw number 20 ne ba out o 50 Ghana no yebo ho sa the amount 30 times ubedi dipeche a game pack chop agudie easy game with serious rewards draw no we feed gadochi into live on Facebook Instagram no a game TV now call X no so a game pack GH bet my head draw on live kofodi the millions of cities into DB agroni B pesika star 946 hash ebebo ye papa na menkfa wo enwie ewo eye 31st herbal clinic one way wo ye eye specialist wani hu yade bia nfa kwa 31st herbal clinic wani so e wisi ebibi yes wani so posa wani ade wa kira wo hu mpo eben so so wo hu a eni hu yade bia na 31st herbal clinic om ne bebo ye papa wo ewo mankesim school kesim opposite Ifo junction okwa asimfo so a postu krom omo ben eye Presby Church no enafi aguna swedron so no bypass nkube moko no ma obehu 31st herbal clinic wani hu yade bia no fakoda doctor omo se erade ene yaresafo no bomani afrom ahomai 0559 999543 0559 999543 omodiane from na fi doctor emwa ye papa FIFA Club World Cup na do the quarter final stage so far o best team hwan na o best game a wo so wa witness so far na game obey my best game dear my best game no dear and then the church ni Benfica no come na game e born 2 days dear send one be the best game no your best game so far e wo the FIFA Club World Cup game I will enjoy pay game bay na team Ben wa enjoy so far so no e wo the tournament no I say send in your messages on 0244 743 0244 743 143 foul message efa ho bra ebe kenkan e dia ma e wo show no so FKK dia kwama no ne no akoko golf enim guase patoa na 2 abedwa enam so yese ma no Euros e chase wo e Europe metai hwan mo FKK dia so e France into France man katoto mo o katoto ne diani mo achi na meswa kwa England ni die na chese England ma no metai wo machi pa din myself keke so sa wo soft pot kakra de ma Ruby Alice Crawford no a na mu free Spain eba no Itana Bon Marti munti Euros ma na chance ye ne eno so ho update nyina no ye de bebro na in 2 days time in 3 days time yes Africa so ye no women AFCON no and so to na chance ye international and say nei summer yi de ebe ye de pa because games ahodo no e na e twade agu ye kwa ma no 35 minutes past 6 in the next 20 to 25 minutes, FKK bon I'm next time no achieve to media my.
The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Marley!
kastlefm. The Sports King.
Okay, FKK, good morning.
Good morning.
Anope wo ho ye de.
Radiadom.
Ye de Nyankopon ase, de Nyankopon ase. No na press la birthday nti no. Me fa ho wi akokọ kakra ati ase nti no. Me do birthday na wo ho ma me hwe a. Press la birthday ma manya bibi awe nti no. Nje no me be we peche kwa me na. Tima timo edupa na mti asa no hwe. Uchadu akikabua. Oh, FKK. Oh, bua. Hey, oya de. Trinkwa. Hey, so what of 40 I would do better but only out of 40 I would do better but no kwatrikwa. Kwatrikwa ti said dem dim birthday kwatrikwa FKK oh mama she kwame na oh mama she FKK
I so sra na say
me se hwan me se ye
me
catch now me eba ntin me catch now say eba FKK beba what I say so dey be kan ba me your action why you come on dem kwa baby
we can bia yeah the one is several brand of Castle 90.3 FM live on Facebook join the show no for comment in the back and come we are pia na also etimi share we are like it na for comment in the brand dem kan na ntimi acknowledge you na fe bia uti enka free bia no so no watimi de ho nsem no etimi edi abayingromu na I am fine 70 emfam bra wo said the Ruby Adam second no women's Euros na share group A and 2 games Basel Iceland omo ene Finland na ebo 4 p.m. na ba so na menim say nya den YouTuber daro me benya bia hwe Switzerland enso ebetena fie na omo nso so ene empo Norway enso so etimi about 7 p.m. and asa game na ba so na mo kopiem friendly bako ebe ba so eno ma no so afam United States of America omo ene Canada ene ebo nso omo de Europe no mo nka ho into omo as North American for no twom ho aboy ho no ma asa game na 3 and asa 11:30 p.m. 11:30 p.m. na sa game no enso etimi ahase wo ho na yenhwe enra said ye Club World Cup na si ekoye Real Madrid omo game ne ba so 7 p.m. mo ehye kaba ko Juventus entimi ante na okopio p.m. dia the only goal IPM no akra wisu akra Gonzalo Garcia ono ene boy 54th minute ena wo share ya ene Juve for no entimi ante sa eka no enso ewo ho no Borussia Dortmund na homachin 1 am game na baso se ho grase ono ebo 2 goals 14th and 24th minute ay to so eno no so share 2 goals no ede emaye Dortmund na eno kokopio ma Brantier friend ye Betrami ono so ete bako ede emaye Montreal ekokoye 2-1 Dortmund for qualifies say omni Real Madrid ene betimi ahiamu enso ewo ye quarter finals no sa na esi ko enso ewo ho na yenhwe ene se de behia ko Mexico Ukopioma wo CONCACAF Gold Cup no semi-final game na Basel 2 a.m. and a side game na by Mexico and Honduras and a ball and no a game and so Basel na Copenhagen we are friendly Basel 2 p.m. side game na so betimi Basel nyano to so e wo chena ho asem ye de bebro na ye nhwe said ye na AC kokoye after game no obviously I was saying the coaches no and so react Xabi Alonso on the general Medima Real Madrid okaside fire and nyoma hodo ba kumienu miensam de kan ebisa no say game no say no so AC ehu no ase ne ye den kakra de na nso no at the end omo ewini ye say no obetimi acheche mo de ache.
About Gonzalo Garcia, is it hard to bench a player who's on such a scoring streak, who lives for goal, when there's a world-class player like Mbappe in his position? Do you imagine them playing together?
I'm not thinking about tomorrow's preparations just yet. Today's focus is more about evaluating this match. And of course, I'm happy for Gonzalo, but really for the whole team. I think we grew into the game, started slowly but improved over time. It's the first match of the knockout stage. These players are very experienced in playing these kinds of games, but not at the beginning of this new era. So now we can start feeling out what we need, what we'll have to improve, what we did well, what we corrected. We'll draw good conclusions from all of that, and I'm pleased with everyone.
Yes, internet eno and sama watimi dia baka fa say ne wohwe padia said the ade no esi ekokoye no also both team no nyina aba so collectively ommodi bone kosro na individual so no said the abrantia ye Goncalo no wasem enso ebae no eno so timi akire mu sampa or form de na emom no enye next game ho ena odwene enra game no results na ebae na obehwe na watimi ahwehwehwe mba bi also make corrections no na omo so atimi aya make amends no omo akọ anima na Xabi Alonso ono enso ede sansem no ebae wiye ena yebisa no say Vinicius Junior ohwa no an position no now boss centrally and sana second half no no okokobo left wing one said obia enim no eno no de ntina ma no basa.
It depends on the game. I think he can do both roles. Today, for example, the second half was strong, but also the latter part of the first half around the 25th minute, we started playing better in that final phase. The second half as well. The space was out wide. They were very compact in the middle, and when we insisted too much on attacking centrally with Vini, Gonzalo, or Jude, they won the ball and countered quickly. When Colo came on, they started opening up a bit more. So we changed a few things, gave the attack a bit more width, tried to stretch the pitch, and for that we needed Vini out wide. He read the positioning really well. I think he can play both inside and outside. It depends on what the match demands. Today we saw that by giving him that width and letting him cut in from outside, he contributed a lot. Just like last time, when he did well playing more centrally, he can handle both. Then again, depending on what the opponent does, you adapt. We thought the rain might cause them to press more aggressively, like they had been doing, but they actually dropped deeper. So the space ended up being more on the outside than in the middle.
Yes, internet no nchiremu Xabi Alonso so etimi ade ebae Vinicius Junior ni ro no oso betimi abomienu nyina abo ni so obo left wing wide fa obo centrally eno so etimi efantienra said the Juve for ehihye omo team no eno ntina Madrid for so etimi ehihye omo sa ka se Vinicius ombra be opreti enfamfam finfi hono na afei ono so entimi ambo entene no timi boa etimi open spaces enso etimi ede man team no second half no nyoma sesan ye eno ntina o ma no ekọ left wing gonum say no so nkonko ye adwuma sonko ho enti enra na ye one of the best performer at the Vinicius Junior no so nsama ono etimi echiremu ewo ho na Trent Alexander-Arnold Juve for no na especially kana yo de small munya bono no person mo de fa ho na no so huni say o say abrante kakra otimi ade no ehye team no ma say obo team no ho modern na fa individual no so ho beto mo.
Yes, they did get the upper hand a bit there, especially with Gildas floating in that in-between zone and Arda involved too. We weren't well balanced at times and didn't support Trent enough. He was stuck not knowing whether to step up or stay back, and we need to improve that. He's still adjusting. These things take time, but I trust Trent. We're going to have a reliable fullback there. Once Karba is back, that'll also help. But like I've said before, it starts with the collective. Improving the team will improve the individual, not the other way around. First, we need to figure out how to resolve things as a unit, so that in individual duels like Trent's, the help and structure are there.
Yes, it was a team no omo bono enso etimi fa nti omo bo na cohesion no understanding no eye adwuma individual errors no nhyada ehu ne saa eno ne adwuma opeso ye kakra Trent enso eho ebefa ewo ye game no mo saa nyoma no see take time kakra na ombehu the sort of right back almost akwafa no so de na ba no ba na say na branch friend Danny Cava so ba betimi abo ye pa no nsama Zabi Alonso so kan ye enso etimi de efa Thibaut Courtois ono enso edatenenum edima Madrid after game no Courtois so etimi express no ho echirechire mo kwan a omo efa so Juve fo no na omo pese omo ha adwene na omo nhyede nkrabo ne bebre ne mo nya bo na omo percent empa omo de bokoko hye ne mo the fact say Madrid dan consider no enso echese Madrid e bo mo modern e wa chire honom.
I think we had a good game. I think we started a bit feeling how the game was going. They defended a bit more than we expected. So then we got caught on the counter-attack 2 or 3 times, but lucky they didn't score on that. After we tried to control the game a bit more. In halftime we said to pass faster from one side to the other to find them after the free man. I think the second half we had a lot of chances. Their goalkeeper did really well. We scored lucky the goal, and then I think we defended well. Second goal didn't fall for us, but still I think we had a good defensive game today, because I think in the second half they shot twice, so it means we had a good defense.
Yes, yintene na say Madrid fan consider chesa mu defense no na good na goalkeeper ogogo piemu enso e de majuve na dodo na ebo na baso no a safety obo na ukrom obo no wache no di gogrill ono ehun nsem no sa na esi etia ne otimi edamu na perform make sure say ne Madrid for shot ahodo mbebo ni nyina no nya de obema ahwem nenso we de wanya fortunate na Brantia friend Goncalo pemye enso etimi edi tum 11 shot on target o make sure so be chini nyina ese ba ko pebi ne timi fam na ese 10 edi otimi esomu ekwan no ensem a eno nso free honum enso etimi edi ba na no and after the game no ukopiemo ewo ye Juve for also ya Brantia ba kwa sabro no so morning ball enso eko enkan ye pa no so Turkish international Kenan Yildiz okasa de fire game no se nei no mo ensusie ene say no betimi akọ no mo akọ wini ye sa game no nemom no this is Real Madrid intene se Madrid eyomu afrimu a omo amazing things into omo de enhyeda nyomo wa eyomo ya de nemom no mo congratulate Madrid boboko no no mo so etimi akofi prepare ahead of the new season and also baso and we nsama Kenan Yildiz so kan the FI Juventus so almost ready to qualify Goncalo Empo Garcia and also anase Gonzalo Garcia ono so ekasai the FI ono so no performance no say ne ono ni idol any Cristiano Ronaldo nti on de Biano Ronaldo ena na ohwe no pa sisi abesi ne kroda so ehwe no nti ne saa na eko na o say amanfo so de no compare Raul Gonzalez Blanco also hwa Raul de ase ne nan no motama kwato ni patentene eko ho nti ne munya botre obra Raul abo ho no ano odin na emom no kasa ne style of play na ese na and obeje no so makọ ne mom say omo compare no de also omo enya botre o say Raul so big a man into omo enya botre enso ma ne mom say a big compliment enso etimi e de man be hye nkrani no so etimi akọ animu akọ ye adwuma Gonzalo Garcia Madrid Brantia no bogo no de mom no so nsema wa etimi e de ba na ne Jude Bellingham ene unim se nka mo ekwa kohia na ese family reunion no enso etimi abo adwuma na nya dia reunion no betimi abaso sanse Job enra okonya yellow card no etimi eyi no ede ne free next stage no ai ne card accumulation no enso etimi aputu ne ofo ntimi embobi onkonkohia ne nua Jude Bellingham ewo game at Dortmund enso ene Real Madrid ebetimi abo eno nsem kakra eno so free ho ba na Roma Fedi Valverde no na ji superior player of the match so embra Madrid for Juve for share no oji esini na so Sehu Gracie enso so etimi embra Dortmund enso wini won game no emo no ebo 2 goals nyina no superior player of the match no so no ono so esini na so money Montreal game no sana esi ekwe Sehu ono so performance no na ewo soro ewo ho na kokopiemu ewo Al Hilal ena ya ena omochi Manchester City ashomo enso eyi omo afiri mu ewo a run of 16 no se dodo na no se de na Cristiano Ronaldo akanda na man for few ones bi so no mo musia kan ewo Empo Saudi Pro League no ka no se league no kakra enyini ekọ nanim no na omo emre tiawa amanfo so beto omo nka no abrante ne su obisao sesi ade bembiem na mo betimi asa kan fo mo se sesi bo no mo enimbo ana omo enya ade ana ade a Milenkovic Savic ono ne question am obisa say dey biem e na betimi aka say let's see now if they will criticize us na I know I am somehow wetimi ade abase na Saudi Pro League no giri say be hyase na respect ehia no omonso nsa ebetimi aka kakra na more expect so be consistent na ono so nyoma konkan enso etimi ade ama Saudi Pro League no ayade abrante afra ne Segi Milenkovic Savic ono si akadema Al Hilal midfielder no so etimi ade sansem no mu kiremo enso etimi ade aba wakruchire no kama enso etimi ade no wie no o se kunimdi omudi over Manchester City no o se historical na ohwa sa accomplishment omo ensa kano enye clubs no do na no enenso etimi sa into ohwa club no any the whole country na omo ewogidie ewoye every single and also second move bi on betimi ameki ewoye competition so omo elbo no na ohwa de omo aye na so omo eni omo ni na no so eni age no ensama Milenkovic Savic so etimi kan yen so etimi de efa ho na Carlo Ancelotti ne assistant ne ba na sesia de ose one ne papa ntemu atete Brazil ne papa ekoi wanko bi nti ono so kwa akopɛ club no no anso so etimi akochi abo adwuma kama edi ama ono ankasa no ne obisa no say pa ne dai so no ene say wom say de madu de adwuma no occupied o se ne dai so ene say dan koma bi no so beba be coach team no say de papa enso beba be head coach edema Real Madrid bobo no say de o ne papa ene the best manager wasasi so ono friwa Xabi Alonso na say no de abrante no so Madrid ni nti obekasa asem na nti no yensem a wo kan yenso edi etwamu enso ewo ho no ma ye dibi edi abro ewo dwumadie no so na nei ukopima ye dia Kepa Arrizabalaga wa signing enso edi ama Arsenal Bobokon from Chelsea to Arsenal na abrante no esani wie no yobisa no say na esi etie o after so sign ye enso edi ma Arsenal Bobokon as usual say the players no eka no also oye happy.
Kepa, welcome to the club. How excited are you to join the Arsenal?
Thank you. I'm really happy to be here, really excited to be here and look forward to what is coming, and grateful to be here, to be honest.
Can you tell us what made you join Arsenal?
Well, first of all, the ambition that is shown in this club. When I talk with Mikel, with Iñaki, how much they show me the desire to win, how is the group and how you doing the last few seasons. We are so close to winning and hopefully all together we can achieve.
Yes, kakra na formo ben crew aje enti onim say no baba be kan no or the experience no baba be boa no mo so etimi akwaje crew a no ye Kepa nsema o kan ye no na o kire mu no say we happy we excited so baba be join Arsenal now before so be baroni ene mpanifo mo ewo club no mo technical director sanso na coach Mikel Arteta mo na twetwen komo project o mo de kire no na say eso na ne ye ne fa no nti eno no so etimi make sa move no ambition no eye den eno so etimi etumu nchene enso
You won a host of honours in your career. What are your ambitions for your time at Arsenal?
Yeah, as I said now, to win. And now, as you saw me in the presentation video, we're here to win. And I think we have a great team. I think we have a great staff around here, best facilities. So we have to prepare ourselves to this season and to have success.
You've played against Arsenal a number of times down the years. What are your memories of playing at Emirates Stadium and facing Mikel Arteta's Arsenal?
Yeah, obviously, I came here like as an opponent, but the atmosphere in the stadium is beautiful. Obviously, biggest stadium, top stadium, big fans, and from outside you can see how much they love the club, how much they support the club, and this is for players is amazing to have this support behind you.
Yes, yentene Arsenal for our normal etimi boa ema etim bia enso ewini trophies did e said o di Chelsea agibi na ba bia okosi akan so agigi nkruwa no eno ano de baba be kan Arsenal Bobokon no mo so etimi agi nkruwa ni bi eno ye na ambition no so etimi ede eba enso ewo honom na nei ukokoko piem dia yentwam enkwa Simon Jordan argue say ne ukokopiem party I said ensema beba Manchester City Al Hilal for sure mo no bia ka say nei suddenly ukokopiem Saudi Pro League no mo arrive nyoma e konka so on the disagree ne mom no say ade Saudi Pro League no e ko ni mo de efa no bai na mom no ontimi gi bibia from so obetimi abom abaso say eno no so kire mu.
He's saying, no, you don't get the Saudi Pro League. He's saying only the people who have never played in Saudi Arabia and know nothing about football say this league is not top 5 in the world.
But again, I make the point. Okay,
he's saying you're not getting it. No, this league technically is very good.
But what he's saying is if you haven't kicked a football, you're not able to have an opinion on it, right? It's the same. It's a cut from the same cloth, right? So again, Cristiano. So which leagues out of the 7 or 8 leagues that I've just announced are likely to be considered the biggest domestic leagues? And I haven't even got into the South American contingent, right? Yeah. So which of these leagues would you consider the Saudi Pro League is bigger and better than? And then if you want to make that case to all of us that don't know football, that haven't spent our time studying it, and neither would you, my old son, if you weren't getting paid £350 million a year, you'd be somewhere else. So let's get it right. The fact that they're having to pay this enormous amount of money to be able to get people there, in fact, detracts away from the opportunity of suggesting that you take it that seriously, but you take it seriously because of the economic power of Saudi.
Yeah, wait a minute, Simon. Ronaldo knows what he's talking about, does he not? Or at least he should do. He's played in Portugal. He's played, of course, in England.
Right.
He's played in Spain. Okay. He's played in Italy.
Okay, so are we then...
So the bottom line is, I know what you're getting to, and you're right, the money's enormous, and the money is making him make these noises. Having said that, might he not just be onto something when he says, this league is growing all the time, it's getting stronger and stronger?
Of course it is.
Maybe it is.
Of course it is. If you're spending this kind of money...
It just embarrassed Manchester City.
Yeah, absolutely, and, obviously Juventus didn't feel that, that Ronaldo was, something they wanted to keep on in their league. If you want to make the case, and I don't care whether the Saudi Pro League is better or not, quite frankly, it's no skin off my backside. The fact of the matter is that if you're going to make these sort of statements, you make them from an objective point of view rather than a subjective point of view. If you weren't sitting there being trotted out at every Saudi event, being utilised as a Saudi state asset to be able to monetise their sports and utilise the things that they want to achieve, I'd take you more seriously.
Yeah, but you might say you've got a European bias.
I don't have any bias. I couldn't care less. If the best football's in Saudi, then fantastic. If the best football's in America, it's fantastic.
Yes, Yentine, we have best footballers in South America and also more North America and also more Saudi. Fantastic. On one to me and you be and also to me engine from say no moment we just 1 out of 100 NIC into Munya but be more consistent. Nasa brain being Musha Casifano, Nasa more perform say ya ebia sa conversation or don't count to then yeah untimi and compare say the top 5 from body or the Portuguese league any redivision also account say 7 po ebia any Saudi Pro League kakra ebiom bedro say de omonya ndro no na Jim White enso atwe na adwene esi say ne Ronaldo ya okan wa ball Portuguese league wa ball Premiership yi ye de age ho mina wakọ Spain wakọ Italy nti unim say de okan no fan ba bi no no crese league no gru ana na o say fantastic ebetimi no credit na enso no until so be ya to aso ne de yemfa conversation no ensi wo ho no na Melissa Andretta ono okopiam Scottish omo national team kire emma afam no na coach ejina mu enso etimi ade mo senior ambition and he say na Scottish national team no omo bre as World Cup no omo enter qualify ko bi o say ne dai so ni dream ni say na obetimi aba na afi ono so de omo qualify na omo so akwakobo World Cup no bi.
What does success look like for you in Scotland?
Yeah. Great question. I think before I started, that's been one of the things, returning this program, to the highest levels as players want to test themselves against the best and being at major tournaments again. The Federation too has that ambition for the program, and I guess the work towards matching that ambition and belief with the resources and support to get us there is part of the bigger picture. But also it's, building on that performance. So I'm still downloading those first 2 games and thinking about what we need to keep, what we need to tweak more in order for us to start the October friendlies in the right way to help us qualify for that World Cup. I think the signs are positive, but there's a whole lot of hard work to be done.
Do you believe that this team will be there for the World Cup?
I believe anything's possible, but belief is only one part of it. It's got to be backed up with hard work and support in all areas, and I think we've got the people to do it.
Yes, Intiano, and Sama, Mammy, your friend Melissa Andretta, no a coach, Adema Scottish national team, Lembano, and so Ediano, April 2025, Yano, my pointing on no and sweating ambition. So at media, but some World Cup, no, so I copy for me, then couldn't be so I call Eddie Amomo, and Sama, and also so if you want them sweating me, dear Bana La Liga, and Ra, a dear almost 80 etching to Emma Fay, or more Eddie Empo. Fishers no and sweat media bano PCC and a first a week fishers no said you see 8 year and so honum na okokopio media the tier that said 2025-2026 season no first games no Deportivo Alave ɔmo ɛne Levante ɛna ɛbɛbɔ sanso ɛna Athletic Club de Bilbao ɛne Sevilla ɛbɔ Celta de Vigo ɛbɛhosi Getafe sanso na Girona ɛnso ɛne Rayo Vallecano ɛnso ɛbɛtumi abɔ RCD Espanyol ɛne Atletico Madrid bɛbɔ sanso na ɛde RCD Mallorca ɛnso ɛne FC Barcelona Elche ɛne Real Betis ɛbɔ Real Madrid ɛnso ɛne Osasuna ɛbɛbɔ Valencia ɛnso ɛne ɛyɛ Real Sociedad sanso na Villarreal the Yellow Submarine ɔmo nso ɛne ɛyɛ Real Oviedo ɛnso ɛbɛtumi abɔ nti 17th August ɛna ɛhyɛ ase a ɛne La Liga ɔmo nso fixtures no ɛnso ɛtumi aba ɛwɔ hɔ na akɔpiom de a El Clasico no date ni sɛ na esi ɛtiɛ first game na ɛbɛba so Santiago Bernabeu 26th of ɛyɛ October yes Adia 26th of October and Ebeba so 2025 or Santiago Bernabeu sanso na second game now Ebeba so 10th of April 2026 I know where Spotify company at that time na basa for my returning back to a home venue I know and summer no so if you ba yet me see so and so etimi ede ama wo na transfers no kakra yes so entimi emfa Emma João Pedro Adia no completing the medical no as new Chelsea player Adia D no was signing the amount no kasa no 55 million pounds and no yesika be mo sanso na 5 million and no add-ons and also be buy and say totally be empo 60 million pounds contract no until June 2032 na say 7 years and almost so 80 ede Emma aya brantia no na akopioma yese Manchester United for akọ inquire about Oli Watkins and so ede nefri empo West Ham ho sa brantia no ekwan edan ho a almost so betimi ababa fa me kire Aston Villa bobo kontia no nsema efiri onom so 80 ede eba ewo ho be yimi free so Ansumani Fati and so ade ni loan move to AS Monaco no ono so enra Monaco for confirm ye Brante no edi was signing 31 shorter JC and almost 80 de emano option to buy no yedi kaka ehemu no sa Brante ne boni loan wie na Monaco epeso mo etona akonya no so enso ho no ma so betimi asanti Ansu Fati se de ono so ekọ ne popo ba mu nyina no Monaco and almost ekọ akoba Juventus yes Jonathan David no contract no and the answer this summer ya na say betimi and the we are free agent Juve for epeso kokofa Jonathan David so ne free Lille no so besi akan enso etimi ede ema omo no ensem efro ba enso ewo ho na nra Antoine Semenyo Bournemouth enso so confirm say was signing new deal 5 years and also standing and so etimi ede mom to 2030 and any Semenyo ebegina mo asia kan akosi e Bournemouth se club bi anko amfasika kwa fund and Semenyo be continue with AFC e Bournemouth bobo kono na Arsenal one former player ni Lyon striker Alexander Lacazette ono so akopie mo Saudi Pro League no new club wa qualify e the free division 1 aba e ba be kan Cristiano Ronaldo mo club no mo Al-Nassr mo Al Hilal mo abo Pro League no eye niom omo akwa sane na sika ewom ye pa brantia no ono so akwa kopiem kosi akan enso etimi de mam Aston Villa for so asane eye teenager striker eye brantia friend is Piqueno enso so etimi ede na frɛ ye Feyenoord eye free agent and omo so akwa kofa brantia sase ne contract na expire ono so eba bi piemo enso etimi ede ama omo na uwiem elite omo abepiem Premier League no mo akopiem Wolfsburg defender your friend Sebastian Benau omo so akwa no 4-year deal no omo so etimi de ma no 5.1 million pounds yesika eno so epiem Kepa said them kan enra ono so esane ni deal no enso etimi ede Emma Arsenal no we no eno de letter thank you letter enso de akokoma Chelsea for no fraternity no edo omo asese ono so omo na konya no so besi akan ewo tennis kakra ukopiem a enra resource ni bi se de si ekokoye na brantie friend Monfils otimi edi nkunim ocha brantie friend Hambert enso etwa no 6436677562 emono so etimi de ekọ nanim enso ewo ho anope ya na say nra late on ade Novak Djokovic enso so etimi echi brantie friend Muller enso etwa no 61676262 emono so etimi ede kọ nanim kama na mema na fam wa no brantie friend Fritz ono so say na ni game no esi ekoyeye one impechi enso ena enso etimi eboye 7676 466746 a ne ono nso so etimi edi nkunima bibia ekonkan so etimi edi man intene phrase enso so ekon ne mbana fam no Swatek enso etimi edi nkunim 7561 eno no so echi eye Kudemetova enso so etimi etwa no a okọ nanim kama ewo honom na owuram a eye kokos Kosiarito so eche Pegulia enso etwa no 6263 na ese ono so etimi ekọ nanim ene Kosiarito enso so ekọ nanim kama ema bibia enso so akoye na Coco Golf okoji nani so wa bra ene ababa wa ye fe na Yamstremska enso etwa no 7661 na ese 2 set na na wayi na frima Coco Golf enso ekofia akoji nani kama areho kakra anije kakra ella enso so etimi edin entwo enso ewo honoma ene ade a 636261 a bibia ankonkan enso so entimi amfama ene Krajikova enso so etimi etwa no a bibia anso aye kama ntene games na dawson first round no ye kira dawson bebre tikakra yim sa na etimi ade abro ade besi na de aka no so atwa so de amount Castle 90.3 FM.
The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Marley!
kastlefm. The Sports King.
Castle 90.3 FM, Sini Robert Mensah Sports, and Nayadema Wednesday morning, the second day of the month of July 2025. Yes, this is the craziest one building in the last 10 years in Yeba Babehu. Is so serious. The real man na fem no. Top seats ne call out no. Horrible, Osman, horrible pa na enye easy koko pa kofa lazy we say lazy we say baje akwa she ama abedi nkugo first round 10 ra US for me number 2 number 3 omunyina call out na Jessica Pegula and they say FKK that's how me catch us and papa ye we billionaire pa no de na japade nyina ma na single daughter no entiga no Oscar enti wonya tenes ne bo na sika bebe don't win Grand Slam sika bebrebe don't win Grand Slam ba kope enti no ozai sika bebrebe o tumi win Grand Slam ba ko
Yes can ya deje ono anya ka bi obodi jiji nani
billionaire billionaire last week na ko win is WTA 250 title now be Grand Slam as na Jessica Pegula o de first round na dey afoko kompo de agaga na nka so ne boy ndo oya de but na nsem na azai but enra de na enema enye ewo eye Wimbledon no ase kra so far kete fo ndodo na no free mu a ebe he de ebe kwa kosi enso ewo eye second round say we the first round no ye boy ewo the second round na he de no so no ebe tumi asi ewo Wimbledon no ase Asman. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Ruby.
I don't pay Bibia Yaboko, dear.
Ruby Uncle Ponad. Come. We just want to who you.
Namia de me who you pa.
Said the Uncle Ponas.
Kebisha. Yeah, sir. Musing come.
My catcher BBC and you.
I always see.
If you look at Cancra, on Tiviana, Yashana to me, I publicize Vivia. So be a long bob one. White a terno. Was compared to Africa when they see to my cat and open on phone tour. They were in a come wife. Young creature keep Adiana.
Keep I was like any age name. Any age name.
We are on Baba and pay excuses. The club dress code the Alpha Hadia, Obia Lufabi. It's Obian Baba on home to answer. I've been it, but yen Telebia,
my fast. Yan fast we have called on we are and I want to walk bench no anya faster ebe hard dream anya faster ebe hard dream okay entino Asman the venga na waten nkan nyame adoma na round 2 no Alcaraz number 2 game bo one aya tavet of Britain entina no Britain ho for nya be supporting but Alcaraz first round was struggle against Fognini e be nay one struggle with the second round imtine Alcaraz ni eye ni pakese a ono no top eye 10 no obesi akan ewo eye game ni mu ewo Wimbledon no enso ase na Emana Feminine so ne Madison Keys number 6 ewo game bo 10 am ya ewo Wimbledon no enso ase Jasmine Paolini number 4 Italian Ghana ni Italian ono so game ne 12:50 ya obebo ewo eye round 2 no enso mu na world number 1 Sabalenka enso ni Buskova ewo game ne Mari 12:30 onye careful because they kwai say no ahwe ya obi a wagidin kakra be ha wadwinti no Sabalenka careful but FKK darling and a big game minim dia Britain for ne betumi aye because Emma Raducanu won Marketa Vondrousova a Grand Slam winner and a bebo and over odds no a favor Marketa de Vondrousova but e be say be and with the backing of supporters no Raducanu betumi aye bibi against Marketa de but a very very big game. Another big game Naomi Osaka afide wanfa flowers na ma Osman wanfa flowers amoboni tini ho oba perfection do FKK ne dressing no the toys bi no nam ni tini ho ne bibi bobo ni team ribbons bi ni ade bada de wanfa bi amanti no wadu round 2 another big game against Katrina Siniakova a very very big game and ono so betumi abo wo honum ye papa because Siniakova first game no try world number 5 Chinwin Zen entine Osaka big game obebo eno ye said ye no so afem no some of the big games are etodwa ewo ase eno no. Let me read some of your messages now for ye medin komo ewo dwumadi so we are streaming live on Facebook Castle 90.3 FM Cape Coast. I'll say good morning Castle FM fraternity. Kudus should forget Tottenham and join Chelsea for trophies. Also, now that the men have been separated from the boys, it's time for the Brazilian teams to go home. City has been my disappointing team in the FIFA Club World Cup. Now, between Chelsea and Madrid and PSG, one is favorite to win the Club World Cup. Trust the process, Mr. Cheeks. And now, what do we? And so, Eddie Abba. Now, I'm coming kakram. Good morning and update on Manchester United gospel and I'll do it about okay Osman Atnase better say update be if you want more. My name is Kweku inside Pedu. My favorite team so far is Paris Saint-Germain. All right, may I say for your message. My best club in the FIFA Club World Cup so far is Real Madrid because they are unbeaten. Okay, is your boy Critical inside Abuenu. Extend my greetings to all Madridistas. The Pierre Lucy game. Ampa omu Lucy to Botafogo for no ampa omu Lucy game no. Hey, halfway. Kunipa we say. And my menu way for na fe. Hey, okay, Miss Ruby, did you watch some of the match between Madrid and Juventus? Ada Gula was fantastic player yesterday. Everywhere on okay, he was there. Okay, and also he dribbled a Juventus player okay. Everyone thought he had lost the ball, but never. He's the next Mesut Ozil, Zidane, Cruz, and Modric. Hey, FKK. Ada Guleno or the next Ozil, the next Zidane, the next Cruz and Modric. 4 in 1. Okay.
So how no be there? Also mo bino. Edru me bun se Mesut Ozil o man we na dia kakra. E man physics no.
But what kwani abaka kro? What Guleno na? No afon pa no I say you know.
Also you know because the kind of ball obey here no ho sa flash we now on be bia man for be pimpim na to.
I will try and get some of the old pictures because me kai pa boy bi na mo komo no mo kwafu I play now and na o hia no kwa no a nice there you know akukọ kete but that o hia ne nsa no aze akoy peda na de bi ni ade what say na so odibi ka ho na 4 in 1 abemu de yin say ne I keep on 4 in 1 okay then o same he is better than so every go afasha way he's better than Lami Yama, okay. Stop debating because this boy is better than all Barca players. See what? Anyway, the boss tell Barca who are saying that FIFA Club World Cup is not a league. If their team Barca are playing the amount he will get, they can use that money to pay their players and use them to sign their players. So stop all that, Barca fans. Okay. Then I also the best football match I have witnessed so far is Man City against Al Hilal. Okay, City see what anyway sign a then let's say City versus Al Hilal near Al Ittihad, Al Hilal. To that game, the most exciting game I watch. Now, I'm catch Chelsea. The Chelsea never pick up on. I'm afraid. Boy, born in 2 days, you know. To move for some much say. Hello, good morning, champion. Mr. Be so far, so good. My best team in the FIFA Club World Cup is Al Hilal because nobody gave them that expectation. And my best game so far, I would choose Man City against Al Hilal. I enjoyed that game very well, pa. It looked like a final game. The name is Otuga inside Simon. Hey, the mama saw much if game. What are you? Send go for her game, the palm for her. Good morning, Miss Shubi. In fact, Dean Huysen is the best defender in the tournament so far, and Valverde is the best midfielder in this tournament. Emma Valverde pesi yenyana onku du goalkeeper no. Now no sa kwa na adwenyana. Asman, adai. I was there.
So no trading.
Short of phone or the bag of them keep an or down when and yam strap, not one baby. A day now, what's up short in this? I say, what do we say about Gonzalo Garcia? Yes, that guy, that guy, no. Mbappe Baba to Papa, so Crab, still, or Yarintin, Nehotonwa, Ebefa. Good morning, Miss Ruby. My greetings go to you and your crew. Tell the Chelsea supporters that they should calm down. The trophy is not. Osman. Osman.
Yeah, Mr. B.
One and on social media national. What is so big as a Chelsea FIFA Club World Cup? Why?
Oh, no, maybe I Chelsea won them, yeah.
Oh.
Chelsea na me.
Final no dey bia yem say bedu oba na je no dey obi anka say beje.
Chelsea what do final? 1000.
Onu si ho.
When was the last time Chelsea?
Supporters ben am kan say me hweye. Mo atanfo benya ye. Atanfo benya ye.
But why not? Chelsea can.
Yen ka say akoje why srema yen ka ye say akọ final. Ye say akọ final. Ye akọ final yen ka say akoje. Tell Chelsea supporters that they should calm down. The trophy is not theirs. Okay, it's not theirs. I take it. The owner is coming. Hala Madrid. Nana inside Iguafo. And on the way, and so Eddie Abba. Now, good morning, kastlefm. I say, Miss Ruby, is Colomwani a player? I don't know people say Colomwani. Or name Vlahovic in Pantiwana or your papa. But Colomwani yet Vlahovic. Colo yet Vlahovic, no. And Juve should give him on loan. On loan from PGY. He's not a player at all. I can play better than this Colomwani who calls himself a player. How can you miss this clear chance? But now if I keep a national quarter or that, no, we'll be in a new. I say I go by the name Discover from Mayor Abrobiano. So who's that chance, not man?
Yeah, looping first chance.
No, we'll be in a new. I say, has Chelsea been eliminated? Uncle Paul. Uncle Paul. You, Uncle Paul.
The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Marley!
kastlefm. The Sports King.
Okay, Castle 90.3 FM Sydney Robert Mesa Sports. And I did someone know. It's 16 minutes past 7, of course. It's been come out the first segment. But sending your messages, no. Mamina, your favorite game I want to so far in the FIFA Club World Cup. Game I will enjoy, pa. Any your best club so far in the FIFA Club World Cup, no. Mamina will message on 0244 743 143. 0244 743 143. Yene Emmanuel Euros Shasi me say apebihwe man Euros no. You will love it, of course. Spain with Alexia Putellas and Aitana Bonmati. Then the goalkeeper no Katakoi and Omoba. One basa four girls no center backs yes girls here na so say me be na de Omoba and of course Lucy Bronze and so lidi Chelsea Mr Chelsea only this England on Lauren James Simon one more buy papa ababa be share abeboa e ho nti man Euros ne start and we are missing some big names be maybe very very sad like maybe but still a good tournament for a mano and women's Euros no in 3 days time African so women's AFCON no ebe share asia. All right, yenin come with the first segment of the show no.
The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Marley!
kastlefm. The Sports King.
All right, Yenny come out with the first segment of the show. No, so now say the no, Yenny de Biano, and then no, ye try Eddie afa same. Yeah, be pre-season. Koda kwane bibiani go star so be call Africa. Enu nti F na man ho ye ha. Puma fo boot no. Wo mo de boot no aba. In the Division 1 league clubs no. As one that na was three. Division 1 league clubs no. Obi abenya ni boot. E man league obi abenya ni boot. Na Premier League teams so obi anya ni boot. Nti no boot na ba. Obi abekwa kwaje ni boot. Bebrebe obi abeje ni de. Na no na ba no sa no a. Now we take conversations now. For blame and clubs now, club on the CD, sebi, and my castle in Bona and class, I Osman, the any beer, ever has say. Oh, when I say, oh, trouble clubs in Anona. Or run the other Jumajamai, no Legon City said, you men way be, I'm not that to just say. W, why do you blame clubs no? Osman. And Tabusian City, hey. Na no kwa wase Khalifa se busunya do ase ba ase kura nya papa nya de no bi to ba se chedo ase ti do ase no ntina ya na FK friend say Uncle Bob ana ni abre ayi ni hu no ba ase na cat dem am no wa kan ho asem listen sikani kura ya chana de a oje enti no don't blame the clubs are not begging the FA to give them boot. They're not begging, but the fact say won begging just say be che wade a onye I was so gentino. Memo be am clubs no. Say a woman ask mama ho kwan na. Ye do many to form na say ye cheche omo niam. Omo de also omo because why omo dey omo.
Every little expenditure that will be taking off a club in the Ghana Premier League at this point is so important to them. It's not just boots. The FA supplies a few more other things, balls and stuff like that. And you think, you play in a league division, you need balls from the FA. You play in a league division, you need boots. But for me at this point, this is what I see. The clubs may not say, I need boots. The clubs may not say, I need balls. But if we say that even the sea, when rain falls into it, like we see in our local balance, or the rich man would not decline someone saying, oh, take this. It may look like extreme, but for me, being in the football space and with what I see, any little support that will come in from anyone to take off some of the debts of these clubs, some of the expenditure of these clubs.
Okay, I know you sama orani din ede eye Jomo Ajaman ede tudwa na oka ensem bi to aso no chemu se na ekohu sampa teams na bre teams de omo bre pa omo bre na wo one game ponu a okwa away sika oba spend no ebi wom ti no se wo be kwa abontin akọ spend se sika na se nyame awadom na but I don't know clubs no man the top boot no ede ma players and players no mdo boot edeba me say we a player na woni mu ampa ma menya o message no o man na ya mu to boot and I say ye be statistics na clubs no mu to boot ede cheche mo I minim de me nim se bia clubs no to toto as man say
e bi wa clubs no bi to
dwarfs team no
yes professional
dwarfs na che o players ni boot on
team na ka say one supply of boots.
Okay.
I will wipe the UCB able to na ashebi.
Okay.
But most of the times because I have brought for na be man kase one personal deals na as into no. When use my clubs no was him on. But Ghana had it so.
Okay.
Some clubs will supply one place in the boot.
Okay.
But they be na kase one preference there. Me shama club no zabano. But I want to use my kase.
Oh no, okay. All right. And then Osman, we shouldn't blame the clubs. Omo de omo nya boni bia omo te ho. No racket say o wanyeska. On first can okay, omo so onya na me read comment onya iska. Who contract Puma for say be omo to me my bibia am be omo nya do met my so be supply and boot no age boots na so the boots in every clubs na club no some dem nya hwe they are not begging for boots into the moment they will take it and you know I know they every fan Osman ye ni nkomo an
mamanda si bi na ye ncheche tape no nya hwefo no nyina and then
obi ankoje the boot why obi ankoje
It's your bibia na mi chia driver kayito so anopa way and obi biara anopa way o take program especially when I was UCC, DLC, GS, and I feel all of the offices I would tell you in programs. Now, because CCTV, so once want to train as a crash shake and a payment Mitchell, I don't know Ima, and they shake Miss Ruby so church. So I want to say that I'm not hearing no power, and I must so imagine the program no funds agro cry. say nebano Calista.
Okay.
Also, I'm not going to school. I say one fan 2 kastlefm when take sports and I'm don't go school.
Oh.
I never can put alone for. It's never upon a candidate beyond kastlefm and no tea. Especially I lost near John Hopa. I was managing. I would also put a sports journalist.
I'm finding right.
I had to know about now baby chill. See mouse on the page or honum. Now Ruby, yeah, some common answer na yenzi. Adambra, Mr. Jomo Kaino. In fact, you cannot really blame him for some more canon. Why? Because Apple Mr. Rock can also know Pumposon Suta Obaji. Yes. Obaji. I mean on your bar, so a kind gesture and obiri na Ozaboa. But the question I baby say young day. I mean at that level, no say share the levels of competitions and other clubs are one more boots now. Is that the conversation at this juncture within our leagues? No, ye here now. Maybe I say can be for football now. And when they be me, I believe in affirmative action because Mr. Afon football, ye developing and then it's kind of no womb. On shut down doors, and should I hear that I'm a benefit to me. Even though recent times you wonder one league was sponsorship Nazi, but it's can't hear no come. How are we even doing our best today? Able to na ye encourage you and Mr. Afon that born one but anything in Biano said I'm encouragement was Babano. For me, I would support it to honor. Secondly, yes, Division 1 year boya. I want to company care from Division 1 you are going to the Premier League. International can want to play a professional sign. Yes, but how come the professional league are what now want to boot one from what the AFN was supply one boot. I want to know why no we na kakra. But actually again hierarchy in terms of young football architecture now. And kaya was certain level bia. I want to put the moving investment can be in corner grassroots football no. Juvenile football no. Yeah, tie you hushi. It's over here boots at that my level no. I want to come from and one here boots. If you more training, I want the foam. If you more campus, wash sneakers nazi, and I was a ball. If you miss wash a boots in the boots to say to the extent today, when you be a honum, Shanted that Kudus, weekend way as a quiet with because of who there, that my level no. And but from one water boots and sometimes lawyers in Paris. Or the chairman crano. Yes, what chairman from one. And that is the level I said, you may be wise to Quaconoma, or be able to know you about the day. You are really making an impactful investment. That should be your kayak those investments now. Was you as about care or honor. But baby, I will hear Mumuno and Casa Wong. So, how do you contribute to the development of juvenile players? For me, that is the issue. So, Cat will develop Ghana football. Not what Chebu to Maya. That's a who development be our absolutely, I don't see it. Then again, too, no, even the Premier League teams, and when I have a kind of professional league, is that their major worry? Upon the problem is that you complain what TV do, radio do, yes, you come about the clubs in Iran. Is that the pressing issue? Yabaka the AFNO on your clubs in come on you with the want to boot. Is that what they need? And for me, the answer is no. There are several issues, sir. You hear that you was one of these players, Imagine academics can post a car or convert and give an academy. Player be aware registered within the Ghana Premier League within Division 1 no yare mo sam allowance CCB ebe na wo clubs want to won call into every month to be an FNS in there so we register wa ebe ye mo 200 Ghana cedis so that makes me the local room bonus is here which was in a place and in a way no it would affect the players one remuneration one welfare now ki aton ya akade even as much as the club want to place in the once was an FNO. This is your quota, which is a man. Are you players? No? The last time, a friend saying, Division 3, yes, a central region, Division 3. I said almost I was some about Division 2, no middle league every year. There was a Division 3 for any be back Division 2, Honum. Thomas O'Clock about middle league, FKK, me no can say. Yes, say, Sika, participation fee for a Division 3 for no. 3,000 cities. And that's at about 5-6 days ago, I made him come on. Now, who's a team so much? Our form ye papa. Let teams our form. There's a major problem. 3,000 cities, someone to me. There's a major problem. What to me? And it's an investment. Now, yeah, was so honor. It is a miss. I'm forced to industrial one of for Susan. I will ring you. You got to have common 3,000. Or your problem was in my club. I'll put a couple Division 2. Now I qualify for Division 1 on 2 months. How can you get your best club to even move into that or your areas? I want to be a food or a misplaced priority. It may be a good idea, but then maybe I was target no and when I was to come on no I feel like I misplaced.
Okay, so when they F and 14 your class no.
Maybe if you do.
Okay.
Because our clubs now can one you cannot blame.
Oh, you cannot blame them. Kono come to me to boot. Now so be change boot wa. O ka to wanje. So fa ko.
Obaji boot no. But does it affect the clubs now? And the answer is no. How on the boss aspect now? I want to make sure they better than you go to the AF no. Because I before na asema yeke so about the Champions League was supply on boss that one G no when you feel of it. Carabao Cup boss I was born or different. FA Cup is no different. Premier League no different. In terms of clubs now, they have a feel of it, Was it a training now? They will get used to it. Remember, you FIFA club, you FIFA World Cup. One of the federations in your body be one champion from one country, now one bo. In Tabaka last year, you Carabao Cup, I tell you no one major as some of the in there. Born I was a bono. One should I when you feel of it into no one should I born do. Inside my clubs in the boss, that one it makes a lot of sense. Now Ruby and Kobak and make a question with the AFA honum. And coming in that carbon down my kids sponsors and as in Yana, a quadruple or a big business. It's in the whole less our boy and Premier League Division 1. Numbers have football. You're to me a cadet or lucrative enough there. Yan you put my football from them. In a way, be was a nasi, and also the ABR, even if we are doing some partnership just as we have with the kids now. I want to see the kind of contract or Kodo Honum. Is it that if an Ankasan or Konuko facing or Koyisika? And no to boots no and also there we have an agreement with or Puma for there every year biano based on the agreement I assign no we are supplying you with 30,000 boots whilst to buy 30,000 for kahon or a partnership young boy to me be them. I want to see the nitty-gritties of that particular or move in area no because you come out they say steady one to know when from prior procurement obia akwanya abafada no so the sabab bosika no so when you been away into urban procurement na abana be start the project ma oribon onyim na so kwere am project na the previous government one contractors in dem ba ya import is fun okrom hade no nkofo benya skent no onkwa nkotwe de nkonkonye ska international ba start na ze
yeah
and I want to see
na so ma hu say omakoya call a friend say meet na ma omo state the amount of money na involved in buying those boots na dey ba ntia na na kofa ba
because if that is the case ya your first year Yebo second year. By this time we need to explore avenues Kids sponsors no doorso. Competitions in the doorso. Ya wana ko hono ya wada so New Balance or honum. New companies keep on emerging. Into any particular company be any a deal or supply with such number of boots no. Me assure that be competitive enough there. Others can even come on board there. Okay, way more price. Ebia 20 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
For 1 unit of boots on about to market be a moto da mo akofom. Ni nyina aka hu bi na etu ma the best deals no but se baka da GF won akasa won sika wonya internally na what one sa bom da yakwa akoto boots worth be €500,000 $500,000 Ruby me assured or rumboa and currently for me no this is not what the clubs they need as it stands now if we think that investment in a good me feel there are certain areas yan fan kwakwa no mum
no mo de ba na clubs in so agire make so agire abra mo sa omu nyai and the clubs also can't tell them to stop so be omo fan quick before
they can't tell them someone was supplying one into say quantify sky you can want me not so number $300,000 a year the clubs can tell they for the yes the music way say rich and process am put the engine point for so in asin and now put your start league no your preparation fee your start league no e be participation be abi mo cho baby dem ye kai wa e be rentua
I want to say coach teams no omo gusu officiating fee
tua
mem ka say so
okay so it depends on the regions no but how they work can ka rentua but if we check now
officiating fee
it is bad
coach teams
it is bad it means the investment na area no we are not getting the right ones no okoba dem all how adwen
all right just man
for me I pray and hope there your body baby our clubs no be bold enough no one kind of conference if especially the Premier League clubs no say your Premier League club na to me supply who players in the boots you have no business being in the Premier League you have no business because abrofu ones are yes e be you can you but I know for a fact that Ghana had the clubs you start the season now when kasa into their technical equipment rooms now no they have such boots what my players ni bi into no bia no use the club ni one kasa pair na toze na say aso lebe ya me connection wo fie akwa no boots okwa no almost about 4 ebi club no boni bi ebi one kasa wo nyankofo one managers na aze what to be was him one So boots in your problem from a Ghanaian players, especially those in the Premier League. Every Division 1 to some extent, you may want to understand.
Yes,
you may want to understand that Division 1, but Premier League is a mystery. At the bracket.
Okay.
Investment no could be.
Meda say boot na Babelande obi amagene de be start pre-season. Dwarfs mun kwaji mu boot mo mebo ball na yen hwe de be si and FKK we don't blame the clubs. Omo beje because FN na nya ne boot so bechicha so ne obeje. Omo de no betu my afa ho.
Obi am blame mo. Me tia me ko blame club bia. To ru adwuma ho na blame na over be cancer asem no. Obi am blame mo. Said your mo pedo no. Ana report ya wo ani abra wo ye omo aka bibi omo problem say so at ya say ni die ni as argument nya sa we kameka se min kan bi because I ask ade ababa be ka ode bi omo de benti de bi omo de ba be betena anom aba be kan sia wa bra clubs no so ayi omo ni I inform omo beje so at ya say and if say sa no mo pa why not no say so we see Puma and Puma for so there yenim say individually omo sponsor other players omo establish yenim omo enti ubo Tony Cruz or woni de obo players na obi awo woni de obi awo ba bia oye in fact ebi mu kraje sika ka ho na osa o special boot okobo finals ye de ma no na oso etimi de konti all ton mo no na omo so e ton no na omo sa many scan so etimi de count and ebia omo be hwe wo kese yo de wo de ba on board emfa so e be wo so how well now betimi aton mo enti ebia ye koye no de ebenya ne say on be supply with that boot na any boss no enti de on betimi aya aman no yenim say other clubs in be omo sa kit sponsors ne sa obeka say wear and as boots sponsors no de omo ye mo no and now ya ne beto just say Madrid for ne Vuitton Louis Vuitton for asani contractor omo ebe for omo suit ni omo nyoma omo bags awodo omo pabo nyina no nti na no omo ko US omo for omo ho setetin Louis Vuitton aye omo asani di asa diska ka ho omo be sa ahye omo ntare abre bia omo tu kwan bia nti ebse Ghana de be kan ne boot ani boss but abawie na ne ka se for Premier League clubs no omo ebe hia pa medium you say oya Premier League club oya house ne kotoko oya mediama any the likes and no na mediama for your bomber baso mo branding mutimi eto players mutimi ton players enya sika puduo mutimi eye de mo ye bia mo amofa mo ho eka ene nyoma ahodo yente se eka bia foforo mo bu player bia me complain ye se ekom de omo wa abra mutimi ntua mo ka house ne kotoko mo so sika puduo mutimi ye di tuatua mo players ka ne nyoma ahodo amo ye no ena anu ya pim so 1 billion no yidi ama ena anu ya masu dudu amani aba ni sika ono so beje na nya sika keto antimutimi ewie nyina na se mutimi ntobo ni butu a na se efe no eno na mumu pese on fambre mo na se mo so mo beje se sika ni bia wo ba be che na de a wonje a sika ni bia ni ho a wo che na de a wonje de ba oji bia on fa nya hwe ne dan mu kram se ne living room kran nko e bia ne kitchen kran ndru ebe ka outside wa wi ono so de be kwa akoche enti e depend ya de kro wo de kwa akoche nipa ne se football boot any ball na nkasa na mo pa ye tin sumba mu bebre so mo age it's not about who blame obi and say who blame obi at the end of the day one e besu yeah sure say your mo
all right okay my fa ensina fe yen kwa ma no ne
the real sports is here
Noyes caught in no man's land it's Marley
kastlefm the sports king the real sports is here
Noyes caught in no man's land it's Marley
kastlefm the sports king
everybody follow not sa malaria a 3D till no not now malaria too popo what do we do I want no not a dabako no not a damienu no not a damiensa no not no not scatter malaria no
Castle FM 90.3
product from Bliss GVS Pharma. Yenhwehwemu hu se malaria wo mojam ansa na wanom lona. Na nam yense na malaria no daso wo ho a ko hu dokota.
This advert is FDA approved.
Fane say what the 1 Ghana cedi, e be 30 Ghana cedis. Cool chop. And I say 30 Ghana cedis, e be 300 Ghana cedis. Cool chop. Na 100 cedis bet there, and no crowd here easy cry. Din konim 30 times, e wo yibako agudi animo. Ne hia ne say obeyi apapa no, e free otarikitu e bi mu. A matter to 6 e wo mu, ama wedding konim. Na enye eno nko ana no, bobako anase bo enan impreno. Debia, nanya 2 Ghana cedis free. Wumpe we na opedie. Dial *946# na shase e bonus sia. Enele ensa e game pack agudi animo. Enye ma wana wondi efie edu wotwe.
New Kibo hot pepper powder. Loco shoe. This advert is FDA approved.
And near man on nefe, ne buo, and I said the entry in Amkania. It's in a grove when it Jehosano. Say home appliances and Kwana opedia. To Hisense, now fear but dawase. Hisense, everyday prices for everyday people.
The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Marley!
kastlefm. The Sports King.
Castle 90.3 FM to Robert Mensah Sports and I de Emma Wono. Mamenka will say ne Telecel too much air money promo no. Air cost so den. Bomadiana boss star 500#. Boss star 500# na fe. Bomadiana sell do ho be share Telecel play app no na say call Telecel play app no so. Na fa ho e share Telecel too much money promo ni mu bi na ubenya ACKD debia won san kan nya 100 Ghana wiki bia wanya nya 20,000 cedis na fe grand price no 1.2 million cedis ti bomodi ane fa ho hyemu bi na fe promo no enkoye entumi emfa emma sika bedwa on Telecel de yan se nei wo bomodi ana wo to airtime no na wo bundle no ye bebrebe no from 5 cedis going you know na wonya kwanya enso etumi enya sika no bi etumi adi sika bedwa on Telecel to bia emfa ne ho emfa enhyemu bi ewo ho na mesanso meka obiem se nei eyade anointed engineering services ebeboa na watumi enso enya wo generator papa per use per generator use a call anointed engineering services na won sabeka generator ni bi na watumi use wo dia sayensie ma wana se ne upe bia rent ya benya bi upe generator ho nimdie bia so so a wo anointed engineering services a onsa ebetumi akabi one more Cape Coast Dam Town 3 opposite the main lorry station hobomodi akọ na wo so ekoje wo de na kai so betuma free 0248 455 697 and 0243 480 334 Anointed Engineering Services the generator expert na mamen san so menka ubiem se nei Betway Aviator challenge no koso na opesa wo chese nei woni me plane tripa dia boru mu betway.com.gh na bomodin akwetwi plane bi ubenya sika di pa grand price no 500,000 cedis cash price ubenya edi agu botomi nti bomodin edi agu ni bi na nya sika efa agu botomi o betway for so Kaiser terms and conditions apply. Bet the responsible way. Betway for say get way more.
The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's
kastlefm. The Sports King.
Mami now message on 0244 743 143. 0244 743 143. It's 42 minutes past 7. Osman, my name come on anyway.
That's an interview na yezum komo kakra FIFA Club World Cup no my show and the games no kodo but before a basic game no come 100 tables yes papa we menyi more hon but no so I church and now on the issues about the FIFA Club World Cup. No. In fact, we state emphatically there. Onyaza on wasn't support about my competition the next time of us will debut. Because we feel that the new format we know economically it's not favorable for no clubs, no. That is the La Liga clubs, no. And urban competition wise, so it's more or less like the derailing once one plans was it but one competition, no. It is a wonder La Liga fixtures number out. One of you there because of Madrid one progression while going meet no obodu baby obotum na wa affect one games in because they may have to postpone some of their games. One of you there competitive wise, you know, it doesn't look good for the Madrid club after we competition, no. By economic reasons now will be me who the sabi someone can me who the neck and tail of it or because here about competition. Now say the assets to that the Madrid will qualify for the quarterfinals, no. Madrid is getting about $65 million in amount of money a club no benya. Now we two qualify also go semi-finals, go to finals, more money for your Real Madrid or honum. Say kada yenya but na a comparison. Say can Madrid over Champions League bonus what wunya compared to this tournament, then it means the FIFA Club World Cup and it makes a lot of sense or honum. Now I compare La Liga no pona go now big J, Barca waje last season now. Say can hit a Barca for kwenye less than 70 million euros. And a Barca for 1 second. But the club will board this tournament. So within some few days, and as I'm just 1 month to be, not so bottom we're raking this amount of money. Not say complaint that it is going to bring an imbalance in the La Liga now. Ruby, I have a challenge. Yet now they insert clubs away Europe niya on your piano wesika. Echo England, your clubs are to player. They're able to afford and buy those players they want. But if you must want to manage one finances no work. In the catch them that Madrid bring more money. Now they will do better than the other clubs in the Liga because of the FIFA Club World Cup into no. You don't believe in that much competition now. Then Papa Ruby he has a problem. And the Panama catcher, the Mr. Kawaya Kamas and Barca will do everything possible there. So next year, someone so about 2 now qualify our baby and they will be there and get this money away. Because already now the Liga will prove it there. Providing finances for their clubs, you know. Why is it one? English clubs, they may not even complain so much because TV rights alone, you know, it be woman fine. Now as a compare clubs to Sky now. In the Chelsea for one finances, they can afford to buy any player they want because performance in the tournament, you know, whilst you know, they are getting in more additional revenues. Chelsea as a club, no. And I'll complain about the part of the players and so on. It's all about the money. Players here will complain in your additional bonuses is going to all the players at tournaments way. What ball one? It's in the quarter after the game, you know. In some kind of. In fact, also to help with Obiano some kind of competition on your day. But on one away players now were bono, they know how competitive the tournament has been. In our way and channel if you there competition wise, you know, Obiru compete to Obiru make sure the who players, you know, what about more tournaments and clubs getting more money to know. On you're good enough for you are, then it means that you have a problem. And to Ruby, me assure that you realize what's in the form, that's what your assessment now. Some of the other federations, you know, your club presidents, you know, and our league organizers, you know, they'll come to terms with it. And the last time they come over they say, maybe we need to find a better way. Tournament in Yabba, it won't disrupt the calendar, no. But already, Yabba FIFA World Cup, no, Yabba Euros, no, Nina in the summer. So what is the big deal about this tournament? The Europeans, most especially, no, Obias now knows see or this particular tournament, no, Ruby, some of these issues, you know, I'm sure they say, I did to China. Or so far clubs now once world born work on you know they are enjoying the fruits of their labor because so far in the car clubs are qualifying your worrying you know this is a good amount of money and once a car also about to our bow season no about to know our boy with your finances and I'm catch up similar the miska when you be one friends are grow Arsenal when you be one friends are United when you be one friends are grow Liverpool when you be one friends are going 10 years ago free them me now when I say one was about to my bonus car. Why not? But the complaints were quite too much, and I pray and hope there. Obenya Butanasi Obia, 1 year assessment when you feel for wanting the form. One find a more sustainable way. Obotuno about tournament, no. So that them are yet to wire and as no quite feno. We to know what corner you to kudos to them. Now, Miss Ruby, an power me optafono, opta supercomputer, and you dead among cofono. Where your group are about tournament. Once what to now worship, now a fay. Where you clubs over to now over qualify based on certain parameters and factors. No. na anopa ways na oba in sisi na me hu information to me ntuma farmer production ma ya fan to your Facebook no but actually so far the 8 clubs na wa qualify na wa kodu oye quarter finals na Ruby say actually the progression rate for other clubs in nyina na oyaza assistance now no based on the projections na Urbano obi is by there Chelsea a favorite for this competition na say nyimpa ko na nyaadwen but according to our Opta analyst no
that's me na nyaadwen o say Chelsea for should stop saying say ye kwaje cap na am say ye nka say ye kwa kwaje ye say ye kwa final ho ye do on we be hu de ye be sinti ne nya botere
but according to Opta no o say Chelsea the favorite to win the FIFA Club World Cup. It is actually from the quarterfinals now. Chelsea won next game, no, I think they are playing against Palmeiras, and then also 100% Chelsea will qualify. Semi-finals, Chelsea will play between Al Hilal and the Fluminense. And to be able to Chelsea, also Chelsea was 74.8% chance of qualifying on to Chelsea at least 57.9%. Chelsea will be in the finals. Now finals, Chelsea could have 26.8% chance of winning the FIFA Club World Cup. That is all your supercomputer Opta was the analysis way Ozaba. So PhD was wants to put the next stage in 100% they will qualify or honor. Now actually semi-finals are 57.7% against Bayern Munich, and I was a PhD that wants to qualify, but their chances of qualifying to the finals was a 35.6% and a PhD will be but to go to finals now. That's a Chelsea or finals will be 24.9%. And I was a PhD or honum. Actually, Real Madrid as well. We won 16.9% in the finals today. We could do what Wabaji. And after Dortmund, we won 7.8%. And also the finals at Wabaji. And a Bayern Munich, we won 14.8%. And also we could do finals now. Once Wabaji. So as it stands now, no, according to Opta supercomputer, no, also Chelsea now the stark favorite for the FIFA Club World Cup, no. In the chess supporters when you want that is on paper illusionally no what's the Chelsea number or your competition no now we tum that work on kudos to you Ruby mama want to want to finance no now one na bibi around kwenyi mo honum yan call games ended that okodo no na ended that FIFA Club World Cup no yeah enjoy the last 2 round of games okodo no starting from Enwumbere no na Enwumbere na Real Madrid ball against Juventus or honum and then the yen team come over day no. Now we all knew that Real Madrid in that particular one, no, obotum na wakwa win or that particular game, no. Especially Real Madrid for one record in recent times against Juventus. Aya na numia since the Juventus obotum Real Madrid or honum. In fact, they struggled to play against Real Madrid. But what ended that, and then in the tournament, na expectations was so. Game no about we wanted to see how obotum na obo one game, no, how the teams would set up. One transition place on the foot of play and goes to back and how was setting place if you started tournament was it that chemistry I had to wonder if you were for that over one game now the game when I 90 minutes of football obi onya akonya shebo ni bia enjoy the game from the two sides because these are two teams Real Madrid they are coming in with a new coach now giving priority to some of the new players and a different set of formation at Madrid World Bono. It is different from what we've seen them play for some time now. And how one Madrid will dominate one games, interesting. Such a Juventus, for instance, a new coach in Awaba, even though anyone started before the season, that is all you have a powerful I got to don't know. And so he's now getting to assess the team the better. And to actually Juventus, if you look at most part of the Italian clubs now, what over 8 players, another experienced players, but Juventus actually one team say a very critical analysis. But in terms of age, most of the guys in either they are now getting to their prime, and also they're even hitting the age of 30. Will be being new one team. So as it stands now, under the players that was starting, the oldest player near Daniel Rugani, 30 years of age, and Kafuni 26, 20 years, 22, 24, 27. This is how you went once way to now, where shape up or honum. But game Nankasa Obi Onya Kunyo Shebino. I'm so much interested in the Madrid formation and style this year. And then Ruby, I shared the static formation of by now. 3-4-3 and a Madrid boy. Coach Xabi Alonso starting, he went with the traditional formation in the Madrid war born 4-3-3 But the first game in the FIFA Club World Cup Madrid will dominate some woman that good performance in Honum. And that was the first game against Al Hilal. But fast forward in subsequent games, so Asher system now wabona. He employs the 3-back system no, and a obo, especially in the game obo was the red card no. When he switched back to the back 3 no, we saw the kind of game at Wotum Boy no. That means that so all about the 3-back system now. He gives more improvement on the flanks no. Then again the counter pressing no, or those who in the game no. And in the so the mana Otum offer. It's into the game no. He went in for Antonio Rudiger, Chouameni, and then Dean Hoyce no honum. And I'll come and talk about Chouameni. And as our boy in already this year no, and so far so what is a room in the season now. Bibi acha no sumpon stars no bakosre paye because this was a player last season no. So coach Ancelotti bakwa na nkofo be so kada boy no sumpon so coach no nko because na won hu niye. Ohono but this time round no, Albert na kwakoye versatile ohono. In the Otumo bo as a center back. But in the course of the game mpo no Otumo move because fin one no bio. Na wa asanso wa be we be different ohono. In so was that ma balance no as be hono. Now because of what yet Trent Alexander-Arnold ni ball up ball and Frank Garcia na we push about the wing backs no. Look at what they able to do. The support now first Madrid as a team. Now one shot that want to more from one wingers no. In there because of the new system no. Vinicius no any other player be on the flanks be no. Aya onya that much support soon anytime because space is in shut down doors soon. Anytime be no matter will try to suffocate one opponent no. Into the ball war ball. Unless we lose the ball up front on any day behind you still have the numbers now. We'll close down those spaces no. And before ball do matter for 1/3 impo no, another 1/2 no. Now you still have those numbers now. What to na we no. Aside from the system now what bosisi no, you also look at the new roles and whether certain players or honum. And then he went in for 2 holding midfield base no. That is Valverde and then Ada Goulet. Valverde definitely will operate as a number 6 in terms of what year Ejuma Obaye no. Na Ada Goulet no on the box to box midfielder no as a number 8. And anytime you be no to more double as a number 10. No ball honum as a number 8 so defender. He drops back Kwabaji ball. No we make sure about the midfield dominance now. We to Makwa honum. And that is how against Juventus ended there no we making sure there. So about the midfield base now. You make sure them support in terms of numbers, in terms of the pressing no. You get a ball and pass you no. You bottom ya kwa that particular job no. In the first half game no kwa 0-0. But you'll be much impressed with your Madrid for one performance because anytime you be no make sure they will be Juventus for one end one. No one press one. Was the pressure to one do. One more will enjoy one game, no one ball. But then again, you look at Juventus and so looking at their players are available no. In terms of offensive transitions no, they are very good. And this I am Madrid na say bottom na say press na. No so obenya but so when your counter breaks na. About to know what question. Into the very first chance of the game no, okweze ma around the Colomwani. If you look at the exchanges only Kenya here this what to moye. Na boy no beat the offside trap of Real Madrid. No new opportunity one-on-one with Oye Courtois na. Ruben can feel there he could have done much better. But Olupu ball no, he got the idea right, the execution right no. But just that he missed the bar no just by inches. And I went to na one should go no. Fast forward another one sounds to baby. Now when I made me feel that the coach would have to work on it because after by Leverkusen now they also had similar problem. Once up ball the 3-back system no. Now sending opponent in the counter catching them no. Ayo your problem or honum. Into the 2 times it be too Madrid da. Say Juventus say a bit clinical now. They could have finished or yet that particular chances no. But for Madrid up front honum no. Ruben did I saw something in the game of honum. Sebastian under the Madrid yebo game ni we no. Na a total shot of 21. And Madrid what to mobile honum. No 11 was on target. That should tell you something there. Now in terms of the supplies you know, Bono to more honum. Then interpositional play about the players you know. Now so obwa. Intimate Courtois after the match you know. Also this time round you know 11 players na wabo. The mentality in the Obiaran Tomika in the ball. Obiaran take no Obiaran Nejuma. Until they said I attack our team num. Now the Jude Bellingham he was to connect ball the left side of the attack and another ring side of right side of the attack now. You have a lot of work to do. And to make sure there's all the chances now. About to now very good honum. Into the first half no. Ball now our boy now goalkeeper make it clearance and Kabano cut to the back of the net and I will make it down line clearance no. It was good honum. You who other players coming in Vinicius. Look at the number of shots in the to more boy. The movement of honum. Fedi Valverde mu. It took the Gregorio, the goalkeeper for Juve Funo, and Otumna or damage man of honum. Fast forward in the second half for Beno. then Madrid would have to make Oyedama in case into 54th minute. Another counter pressing, be pressure by ball aba area duo, what clear lines, you know. Then born by bottle, a brand of from a Trent Alexander-Arnold and Adano. Ruby check the inch perfect crossing a boy and up boy, and the Juventus back in the midfield and 1 year will need my year. Into Gonzalo Garcia, baby, I know to Mojina, free header. But in the corner of the connection now, she go in Pono. Mama boy in the credit to Honum. 21 years of age. Sanko 18 years and can of power and can master on accolade the plan. But me feel that he was that matured enough there. And by this time we married team no, now Coacholo will be a Honum. But unfortunately, a certain color Ancelotti are not on shut down the La Fabrica Nizino. No to Munkorum consign a uncover place in for one number. Into under pressure were forcing a day. One to center back man. He went there, brought in a rent of Noya Rahul Asensio. Urban Wabe revelation will be out of Papa about the day. Boy, you know, at least on your opportunity. Now, so what to stay grounded, or what to my the senior team natural honum. In the certain Gonzalo Garcia, Mother FIFA Club World Cup. Now, what Quaco Bono, and you are not going to expect there. He's even supposed to be a starter. But there shall be Alonso, boy, your bay. 3 goals, 1 assist, and away to now Ozamo honum. Now, checking the performance simple. Ruby, I don't know how fascinating the most about this particular youngster here can ask him Wahadi. Watch us open the movement now. Young question born, young one support midfielders in a one ball. Uncle defend or honum. On some but Gina box number a ball poacher or honum and the goal poacher. I bring to the management or 2 more year honum. And that is the quality here. Coach is a boy in the team, no 2 more year. And to be under the age of 18 years, 19 years, 20 years, you know. Na Carlo Ancelotti to man coach La Fabrica when me the boy way. Say as never na see man game timer, he can improve now. It's in the conversation about Hendrick, for instance. Last time America, if you have such a player, a baller in your team, then in Kasani Hendrick Mpono, Ebian Pank and Umpo for so honum. Yes, you get the senior players, you know, he will be understudy in the team. But unfortunately, no coach be an argument day. I'm not going to promote some of these guys, you know. But under a new manager, no, this is what we are seeing, and it is very good for Real Madrid as a club. It will be mobile coach now bad for making sure that boy way in the limelight, no, where to way pushing now as now ball honum. Currently, may start to be ma coming now. Meaning so honum as our 20 years old common. Ruby, I like the style of play of Real Madrid this year. Those days, when the Madrid over ball against Carlo Ancelotti, especially last season, not even dominating the game, Simpono, I know a problem. But in the Madrid against every opponent, Biano, they make sure that from all angles, Biano, Urban one passes, Urban one movement, they will suffocate the opponent based on the system I ball. And coach na catch on the ball won't so mention. Until the first night, what you happen to value you to make a yerko. They will control the ball, find those spaces, no. Now we're moving our call. Intended after 90 minutes of football, no. Now Madrid have ball 622 passes to Honum. As against 468 at Juve Wotumo Bueno. Now, Yansha accurate passes were about 92% to Honum. That was that good for Real Madrid. In their own half, Yabona Madrid was one own half, no, under the 94%, and a Wotumo 145 passes, and a will complete to Honum. Now, Woko position half was 86% into not just their own half, no, but a Kitabon say you start to build up when Yankasa and half. You have your confidence in the year. You could open it to half on so. You better make sure that one is put able to dominate on him based on the formation of Bono. Into any time then he has the numbers in the midfield, the numbers on the flanks, numbers also in the middle page, you know, or tomorrow the major man or honum. Final third, no 86%. And then the Madrid to more quiet or honum. Up on the long balls now, 62%, 31, and a way to more complete or honum, which is not bad for a team like Real Madrid. So that means that for next season, no. On your bass and coach of Tiki Takano, Madrid will hold the ball, no will control, but unconquer the same style. But this time, you're dominating, no. So opportunity, balance young going for the long balls now. They are going to work with it to Honum, and that is the new philosophy. Don Carlo Xabi Alonso, where to know Zabro Madrid as a team, and for me, we should actually to know Bonabado. I can't wait to find the new roles for certain players, you know. What to know, be able different roles and different tactics, you know. For me, Oboa, technically the players are good. Into America, Chouameni now some more Hadi. Chouameni is doing very well. Into the baby, even at the 3 back now. So pro move Kofi Fina. Frank Garcia able to make now. Now Babaka the others one when you're back 3. Now we move out Kofi Fina on under pressure. They will get to the back 4. Now we're about Trent Alexander-Arnold. So far, I think it was one of the games of Oboya. Midfield wasn't able to most anyone. and Maka Wahade, his only problem no or the defending no. And the Rwanda column one, for instance, no chance no no. Ruby Sanka was shall go now. Maybe I could have blamed him because maybe I'm not born no free bano. No, the play be nature. Say Entum in Jabon Pona, slight contacts no, it would have helped. But once I cut away 1 or 2 passes no, no we could marry for one end of honor. But fast forward, if any assist no 2 more year now, for me no as all you good was more year a Brenton Nankasa. And if you check his number 77 touches and no 2 more year of honor. Or ball 58 passes. No more 52 and no more completely or honor. Up on the ball possession we need now at least 4 times in on the day no and Otumoye 2 tackles or honor created 2 chances, 1 assist. For me, I feel that once he's warming up himself into the team no, it is the confidence no and about Kosuzama Brent no and so far so Otumoye now obey very good, but still that they need to work on the defensive abilities of Trent Alexander-Arnold. It will be marked than a total performance no and a Madrid wasn't easy. But for Juventus no, once on your bad. Because I feel that if you look at the players that are available now, one wasn't going to say you and coach no Yamabokoye no Zaman because I should cannot yield this for instance. And then I'll say that last time I catch if you compare him to other Gulea, differences in Endorsal. Boy is able to dominate games. Urban dribbles or making questions or 2 more years. Then there's a chance to be now on ya now or 3 from 18-yard box and all ball shot. He even had a killer. It was only a deflection. And our man born to more wide on the man first goal no and Kajuve Funa Kobo to more Beshel Honum. I share the likes of Savona, Moko, and Saoma. These are youngsters, I'm sure that once you put in their game no, next season they will do better. Because if I look at the Italian clubs now, they are the only team. If you check their projects now, they want to build something for the future. This crop of players about to about 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, barring injury situation, and maybe a players about dropping form. But how I go to the Sotumorisha team no, Ruby, I think I like the way Otumori want to know. Young Bama the phone about for qualifying to the next stage of the competition no. Ahumachi way and a Borussia Dortmund go against the Monterrey side from Mexico. Dortmund we need by 2-1. Seru Gurasi and that I can ask them had it. On to more boy 2 goals no honum and now for Monterrey funo second half funo 48 minutes once we but 2 no honoma. Dortmund had to hold on and I once to qualify you honoma and wasn't born to also in you. Particularly I want to single out a Brent our front Seru Gurasi and a Karim Adeyemi. These were the 2 guys and they were making sure they Oban they want to one madam level of football now. Otum na ye jumano. Assist maker Karim Adeyemi. Ruby, if you check this guy, never ball and the confidence was here jumana. On so that I need a hype no. But I feel that he's at the level of the likes of Lamine Yamal, the likes of Jamal Musiala Muko Palma Yebo ones in the Biano, Bukai Sakamo. This boy was and also about these clubs ni bia. Anke de bianke you was in nature. Kade be abakanasem. Sabo Dananado dribbles, you cannot get him. And also say press resistant. And the pressure also Kutabola, he doesn't lose those balls no. Another corner see your father Onye Seru Gurasi. What exchanging passes at the first goal what to Mosheno. Pebina share. It means that the understanding between these 2 guys no or yazo two no was honum. So 1 or 2 exchanges per. Let's say Gurasi coach ne baby. He finished very well. Second goal also the same thing. From the flanks the boy no too much ball in the boom. Let the ball to Seru Gurasi. And also to Monya Dama connection now. Otum no share the second goal no Osimo Borussia Dortmund. And Gurasi actually there. He's an animal in the 18-yard box. Just give him the pass. He will finish for you. Quality ni azo Otum no always. And once he's an African no, or tell you Otum no yebona about it. I'm surprised there. Some clubs are looking for strikers, but they are not looking at this particular guy no. But some boys is into those so anyone. Okay. The goal that will concede you know, and I feel that they could have done better. But at the end of the day, over here in there, Otum na worry ni or honum tea. Ball possession no opponent in the fire or honum. And then will be uncultured and go to motion most goals no. Now cultured all year Monterrey for no. Because the 4 total shot of 14. Shot on target 7. As you compare Dortmund are 6 and 3 respectively. And I Otum na worry. So that means that Dortmund for they were much clinical than the opponents no. Okay. It's yambo na about the way to work.
Mama was say Jude you anaba me next game. Yes. Oh.
Yes.
So to me she no.
Unfortunately.
Oh to me she no.
Football.
Oh okay.
It's in the next stage it is set now. And that by Chelsea Palmeiras, Fluminense Al Hilal and you the other side now PSG Bayern Munich and Real Madrid Borussia Dortmund. It's about one side no or European game and a world ball on the other side no. No mugu kakrazima Chelsea for no. Enti yantra na yanhwe hawa games no so obakodo wo honom. na Ruby any transfers in the kakra
right
influence wo hono transfers no ma akwa ehyi wo hono pa no pay Africa so a lot of the stories no but must start if you year Arsenal for one camp hono and that and I would to was a confirmation by Kepa Arrizabalaga the arrangement to my sign a contract am or Arsenal hono and Arsenal supporters be na feel there so over sign the players na so ko Chelsea when you watch the materials and I was one number but Ruby with this particular transfer we me are very sure they are renting on that bad last season Bournemouth word wins in what you man wasn't born so anyone in no na kept on go post cinema what to mobile born man koye hono so far Tata Bay almost about 7 goalkeepers and I was sign one yes 7 and I was sign but since I looked as if there was settled on David Raya as the number 1 and I kept about number 2. Once you have a competent goalkeeper in Kepa as the number 2,
a competent goalkeeper.
He's a competent goalkeeper.
Hey, oh, just not Casa.
Oh, so just not. You saw him.
Hey, I can trip Kepa sofa. We are saying, I can trip Kepa sofa. How can we be?
I price tag is the budget. But the bomb of last season.
Ayo. Okay.
And Maya Young in the one house of Spain to 2 Spanish goalkeepers. Not a Kepa. Me sure the way sit in the national team football no that David Raya. David Raya na sorry number 2.
Oh number 2 nice Simon Eda.
You know the national team be no renya bimbo. But me feel a good sign as my club as
all right.
My member na bado. Na no ni Madweke. And then I me catch the Arsenal for no good worries him come the target na wo hwehwe no. When they always looking at a cheaper option to the target over here or one. But the other place in the business now for people was sign one, especially in the attacking phase and in front, And this time around, most of the clubs there was signing player on per players in the number 7 and number 11. That be or to me most part of the attacking third in now. Reason why no could do some album for some class with Brina when you was in it. Noni Madueke is one of those guys Echo Chelsea, the right wing in Uncle Bopa. Barcelona I don't left wing is over to now one ball. And that internally Arsenal is in command about this particular boy, Last week I was started the conversation, Now you feel that it is one of those rumors, But I can confirm to you there. With Noni Madueke and a very Ezeno. These are 2 guys Arsenal when you see Honechi Power Honum. Or separate deals. The fact that the pair or a very Ezen doesn't mean I was signing a boy now. Noni Madueke want to Mkonkozechi. International players are Okamubi. Last season the numbers no Yara, I think 7 goals, not 4 assists, and a boy no quite honum. Says no compare the Arsenal Rangers in Libya. Ebeka he did better than some of them But the question is see an improvement over those players where you available now. And it is one of those attributes I chose Arsenal where I am in time in per one style of recruitment You lose the master party. Not as no God as now by say Martins will be Mendy as now. These are players are 1 year better than more lose So what sense does it make Kohono? Maybe for the future
Sense now so they ever have you.
It's for the future you may want to agree. It is a Chelsea one brace one for a potential bidder. Arsenal for was about on a rental for a year no need Madueke. It's no see about him how happy you will be about it. So if boy not another encore, I don't know how Chelsea will feel about the whole situation. And then also getting a report today. Victor Gokeres, Makacha there's a standoff between Ononye and parent club. That is why you're sporting CP for The argument in the boy no man verbal assurance there. Say your boss season say you was a 16 million euros and I was out to boy in the day. Any club over your budget my boy no work. But Federico Varandas being the club president for your sporting CP So all the deals are clubs be 1 year. And the place be a last season one wasn't much that one so now what 20 be 75 million. It be 100 million as now. In the you'll be almost about 57 goals in all competition, club and country. Now say 60 million euros now. Or NCC. Until that is the case, I know 100 million in packages and some way J boy in Mawako. Boy ne entourage one year club now cast away in Como. And then they had to the Arsenal for now will make a positive move. 1 year Brenton is in Como, my personal terms they are almost agreeing. So when you're more to Muku Krope, then the next stage in the bay to Arsenal from the club of an sporting CP now we're quite college or year one final bid now if you are there the strike and up too much goes be what to know was now by Arsenal. So that is it about Victor Gyökeres. So Arsenal for this is the development Ofi camp honum so or about honum. Arsenal in BC na makomenyim kakra mamenjina England wana bio Antoine Semenyo and the perfect higher story ended the noble to go there or ya za Brentons we tum na what extend the contract no Zama or ye Bournemouth no 2030 and the way to now was signed. That means the 5 years contract no and a boy no was signed and then I will post it by no a host of clubs supporters are disappointed in Oye Antoine Semenyo. But I'll be mind you Semenyo no wanted to Ghana had you okay to have mentality nibi you can watch now why in your menu now now me assure that Semenyo on your bad player from Bristol Rovers and not be able joining club I from Oye Bournemouth now obey no or your last season and a Brenton you who ye pound if they had an environment very fertile for you now last season they to have boy 11 goals plus some 6 assists to be on in the Premier League or honum that's a nyama konkan zama wa Ruben can no be here there you would wish to be able to make an elevation in your career but me assure that that's what also he feels that some it's not born of one now already environment I'm used to one place in Biru but most of them are there a chiwafuno and a word for work. But attacking phase in terms of players when you want bono, they understand themselves. Vaneo Semu, they are there. Patrick Kluivert, they are still going to be around. Why wouldn't I join this team way? Now young for another season. So you boy, some boys in Boston. You are the moment I would want to join a bigger club, no, and not now super number bomb for soon. Even just one season of forward 70 million pounds. You imagine a yabo next season. Now we maintain the same performance or hold them, and also we improve on what we saw last season. No, what do you think is going to happen? So for me, crucially now, I may want to agree with the fact that today, boy, no now number one more season view, or a year and bomb of one. So that before us a while, clubs will win a lot of money. No, Nanya Mark continue. Antoine Semenyo 5 years contract, long due, and a way to my sign now more year. Bournemouth. If you must one argument in there, will be opportunity come but one so. Ebian can move on quiet and go to my because next season no, you are not promised injuries, but to my bar, about to my drop in form. But once you believe in your abilities, for me, it may be a good decision. I bet
all right.
My member about the way to make a contract extension. Club I work from Everton, and now when you can say you want to work on VRL, work on work or striker was an Abba. Now we question now. Brent from Tieno Barry, and Everton for no in the way to make room or spend 1 month. 1 year VRL from Wazim Komogidi that Brent they want to sign him. This week, no, last week, and a confirmation by there. One striker, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, or Yaza Brenton, in the way to as a free agent, wage and a conde, or we had a contract now. 1 month extension to bomb from Ma or Everton view. So if that is the case, they should make sure that on the attacking front now. But they still need other players. If you look at our Brenton from Barry, for instance, last season, La Liga, 35 matches, no boy. 11 goals, 4 assists, and no 2 more year. A players now can work VRL. Not so 2 more numbers now. BBI should tell you the numbers in Bono, Yaza, or 2 now also in you. And it was the first time I called board the Spanish La Liga because of Basel and Okwe. And Otumama 11 goals plus 4 assists coming to the Premier League. No, it is not far away of. And he's a French player. You know, French players, they are travelers. Over the EP Onuma or Ta Ojuan, they're able to adapt to the Premier League. No, so that is it about Everton. So another good dealer. Me feel we to complete or betum na wa bon honum. And can we should mabo bodo na afi metum na mizesi wo.
Favet 4 minutes pen na first na.
Yes, mama called Juventus. Jonathan Davids. Abraham or Wale wo honum. No so abone season na wie or a free agent. No 2 months so tinama or yes scout na fine. But when you can say long-term contract no and a club our front or Juventus whether my brain to way. Makacho earlier they say actual project at Juve 4 years now. They want to get more young players, Now once we are born one watch. And then after Lucy was in Madrid, and I want to when your boy ne entourage it in the former. Ways in command, wait to now agree on a deal. He had trained a number of years, was my boy, not signing on fees now because of a free agent. Into no BBI trader a Brentiano, he is moving to Turin. Now our Quaco boys are a club our friend or Juventus or Honum. So that is also another good one. Last week, me catch out there, Adon Jashari, Osinakan Zema, or the Belgian League, was my club Brugge. Juve, AC Milan for no quite there, or per central midfielder, somebody who come and replace a bench of Tijani Reinders. And that is the player now once when you say, well, quite with 25 million euros, or I thought what this can was a quite club Jefuno would decline the contract and they would decline the day. Sikanisha, Minyokasa no power new proposal on what come or club Jefuno 32.5 million euros. About to know was the add-ons in the Kamwa. About a car call 38 million euros no. And I was a car come or club Jefuno. You would I train the club and over accept to Honum. But Dortmund first will be room of Honum the player no someone wants a canal. They would sign him. So that means the competition. So whoever pays more money no will get to sign the player. And to say AC Milan if they are serious, it means they need to up their game no. Now we tum na wa call Honum. Malik Fofana or your left-sided winger. Azima or your Club Lyon. Last week Ezim Komo Saturday Ezim Komo Wahade. The Lyon of Fono were relegated to one division 2 no Honum. Because of one finances,
they say they are trying. So, Bakola still can cry PhD for Kwakotia in advance to help them. See, maybe they can. They are trying.
In the Malik Fofana, no, and I'm also in there. You can say Nottingham Forest, and I want to Roma when a club needs in Como. Club also the Wopes can just be aqua in the Obajis can just to make sure the one books no, or to know our balance or honor. But boy, also feel there, no quality of Kutano, Ruby's and Konya. Teams are about Champions League now and Copa. So the only difference in the day, club to club, no, they've agreed on a deal, but personal terms, no. Boy, didn't feel Nottingham Forest.
Okay.
It's also good at Orchard and there, clubs in the bar. Initially, it's the Chelsea for no, but second Chelsea for one signings now. I'm not sure that they will go in for another attacking left-sided winger view. Into let's see how I know so about to now other call for them to know. This is about Malik Fofana.
All right.
I call Monaco, as you come about Ansumani Fati. Loan deal and and then with permanent option to buy no 11 million euros no and I want to bottom the way to with our FC Barcelona will be mumpa buying there boy will own stay fit because I should boy like me a man all the ball at that time a boy you are starting no to be honest at that age you know not like me a man ball opposite and he's very good but say boy say will make your honor the last of Luis Suarez they are there and Antoine Griezmann they are there. Not say Ansumani Fatno to decide the games in the FC Barcelona. That should tell the level and boy no war.
All right.
Injuries into no when two man come do honum. In the only Pogba. Obi a try the career no. Over time we are really launching the view. But in this you are very good because of Kobo loan. Obi a surprise and come back to Barca. And pro stay here. A deal can be trashed no way to not work on any to know. Young bonus na about the Mamu Bompay the onto 1 year injury free no we to not work on any.
All right. Yeah, fancy what has say. Yeah, fancy na. Yeah, to me to us Osman and what they amanone and some mucheche muno ede amaye. It's 20 minutes past 8. I'm refie.
The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's
kastlefm. The Sports King.
Mama radio messages need be friend for now for and to us. So I say I'm Heaven's Gate inside UCC. Update on Nico Williams. Update be about Osman.
Nico, so far is between the clubs, you know, and the issues, you know, but supporters of ATM, you know, and other athletic club, you bow from was your boy, and it is.
I'm on your side.
What your boy in 2 months? Listen, he doesn't care. Original your holidays.
Tibasa phone and make a movie BSC and confess. Once the candidate, okay, the title is for Chelsea. If the Blues fail, then the Americans will finish 8th for me. Americans, babe. The French ship will sink. The German soldiers will lose the war. Alonso and his terrorist bombers have enjoyed a lot. Their time will come for them to bomb themselves. Enjoy. Okay, may the Americans be anymore. And you know, Americans, maybe South Americans now can't hear, but okay, be on one. Okay, be on one. Yeah, not a for ya. More news on Liverpool. Liverpool doesn't say be any hobby. And I will be him.
But I send a third choice goalkeeper.
Okay.
I'm
signing a third choice goalkeeper. Allison on call.
I have to compete.
To my that really never can competition for any Obrebia boy. Please, I need top. I need a top scorers in the FIFA Club World Cup. But no, hear my wife. FIFA Club World Cup top scorers no. It is na me say match 3-3. Musiala money ade. Bobi akofo dia. Yen share. I say Castle FM. You are so important to us. So keep giving us what we need. Kotoko, a man, Kofi Reggae inside and channel. Castle, you are the best. That's it for your message. And Issa say, I think Chelsea and Madrid will go to the final and Chelsea will raise the trophy. Issa na the way they buy it. I say when Chelsea wins the FIFA Club World Cup, then Enzo Maresca will have have had a successful season with Chelsea. Okay. So I did conference link or we to Canada anyway we cry. From Ngolo Kante, Miss Ruby, will the new guy Jao play at Club World Cup? Dear here, Jao Pedro, Debbie, one can't. Yara, you send a play some Cockabon home. Good morning, please. I'm Advantage boy, all the way from United States of Anquanda. Please update on Rodrigo. Rodrigo, no dear. Modern Fosi can I don't know, so now watch you. Tiniminim say Arsenal for no. Apart from Arsenal, I'm not sure say any other team be
so far is it?
Buy a phone call home.
No, you ain't see any other team.
Okay. Which team will Issa go next season? Issa go Newcastle. Why? Oh, Newcastle. Liverpool for a person Mukofano.
Why is
and go for no more league, no one say. I said the Omadi can confirm as Plashy way war, and you must answer with car. Mukoto Issa. Issa grave cake, I'll say around the you. I was I bet 150.
130.
I share when your papa. Mumia. All right. Yeah.
Angel Di Maria.
Okay.
And I wash a 4.
Okay, no Kofi.
Yes, and Pachuca. No Monterrey player, no so Kofi. No so wash 3 of friend German.
Okay.
And Gonzalo Garcia of Real Madrid. No so wash
3. Yeah, Musiala and so 3.
Yes, almost about 2 players. And a woman wants to wash 3 or 1 man wants to work.
Gracias, I say.
So Gracia share. No so 3 goals.
3 goals.
Yes, no so 3 goals.
Yeah. Be yourself, she might so share 2 bia.
And Yama Musiala Hurricane so
3 goals.
Aye. The other place woman wants to work.
And you never had your best senior me adu mo a FKK say. Me say Gracias she might not so share 2 kan wa. What say? O can be hormone now. Oh, microphone wa wani. Aha, because we can be. Hey. Aha, I want to be some can be bia. I want to be castle.
We should to as a better fight.
Yeah, don't get it. NPF was me fa to just say nay ugoto fuo na fuo no pacho hu say amount aka sa woto no de buma won enu a Mr. wa be report na ma wo mo sanso na ebia okoye no wakwa experience bad customer service nipa no obufu ne ma no wani mi ye be report na ma ye na afenso no quality of the food no so nko ye so be amane na ye ni huduma emfama pa we every the National Petroleum Authority for no se en kan fanche but body na ye report wo bra wo frɛ wo ahoman 0302 550 380 0302 550 380 na fe eni wo mu eni enkomo na me ka osiame adoma 4th July a holiday a Republic Day pool party at Red Royal Hotel Barnabas swimming bedi agro beji wani 50 Ghana penny eje 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Our Red Royal Hotel Cape Coast Second Regent Bra. Never enjoy yourself. Our horon papa. Our pool party to be on the 4th of July holiday. Yeah, that will be on Friday. For 0312 003 222 and 0501 672 908. Red Royal Hotel. Richly inviting, comfortably yours. Yamfa a few local stories no enfant also.
Real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Marley!
kastlefm. The Sports King.
Yeni Komona Nations FC and Yakodia Kennedy Boachi and Son and Yaboni Dinsa, the new CEO for Nations FC. Was say ne omo team no omo make transfers na de na Europeans biaba be to Ghana how mu nyina nya Razak Simpson a omo person omo sign boy no.
There's been a lot of offers on the table for Razak Simpson, class from Egypt, class from Romania, Albania, and in Ghana. 2 big clubs have made inquiries about Razak Simpson. But we haven't settled on him yet. It is possible he might leave. It is possible he might stay, but whatever it is, we need to make our squad with some high quality players. So in the market, hunting for some quality players.
And on Razak Simpson, teams to be for Albania, Romania, Egypt, Abamunya no peno. Ghana have for be crown so can omugu so access some options ahwe nebekwa kosi enso wo hono mo na yanko ya nemu dia last week and that week pepepe ye share wo air sports night so kasa ye defa eye na initiative bia why yefo enam Osman Adamfo eye Malik eye fancy Basintele aha some person mo eboa na mo the initiative ba say play abroad initiative ye be so Ghana players nya kogu abono so mo ko bo amanone ana ye sempi ne nei e na akopie ma wonder sisofe eye Mandel wono e no ye special assistant edema the sports minister that you say nei enye se bia mo de Ghana fo nya kogu abrocha ko bobo ne mom no o mo person ma ye nya eye credible agents and agencies ombetumi lead players no out very well nyese bia omo na eba bedi animu de enkofo akobobo obasa ne ade but they want to establish a credible agents and agencies in Ghana no any the play abroad initiative why you for no epese wo mo enso edeba yanko ye mu dia Frank Nelson wokolo your former House of Folk board member was he coach Didi Dramani no one has ye adwanye no onye za house for krampo kwa ne nchen say wo na onye scouting Emma Muntino coach Didi no he has been scouting for House of Folk for about 10 years ni
well we should Didi Dramani media meaning that enye na sem or madam for a million meaning we talk a lot especially player development scouting and everything and yet the first time I approaching is scouting that was about 10 years ago he was doing a fantastic job behind the scene. You understand me? So, himself put him development of players and key agenda in any job you give him. It's a woman of time. Obey develop a club the way that would the owner of the clubs.
And so man a time obey develop a club and into one why scout na has bet 10 years ago into some of the players in power. O ma ba house no didi any movie or scouting them house near the ade no. O man a time obey develop team no. And so to me the amani and come Frank Nelson the atudra ora Sani Dara ya Kane Ghana Football Association kasama for and our day atudra say nei yen players no de Ghana ha no mo bre pa mo bre na ogidi say ye fasa kwan wesu a ye betimi aboa ama players no agina ye.
All the military services or the forces in this country employ as part of their recruitment drive employ sports people. As part of it, I'm suggesting that let's, reserve a quota for players in our league so that apart from the salaries they get from their clubs, they can also get salaries from these state institutions. And crucially, when they retire from active playing, they can go back to some careers they have and also have pensions. That's why we'll have our players leaving these countries going to Vietnam. The last time I was in Thailand, I met a Thai guy and the guy told me that there are many Ghanaian footballers here. They came to play, but they did not have the opportunity to play. They've become male prostitutes.
And no Ghana footballers say Thailander. Wama a male prostitute. Omone ema edida ena yeche omuska yetu amoka ha. Wamone me edida o Thailand ho ena yetu amoka entino. Ka obasra senka institutions of Ghana has said say bia services no ohun. Komo employ ebi omutwa ekota binto. Say bia afibia no footballers ebia be 200. Ye better tell omo do omagu institutions ne so. Nanka apart from salaries na omo gino masan de kaka for institutions ne honom omo wiempo omo bi omo football career ne ba na wie bi at the age of 35 bimpo na they can still go back to those institutions and work and get some pension pay. And only I suggest na Sani Dara de aba I say ye be boa magana players no so no omo atumi edide kakra eno nkoma wo de aba baby any Gold Stars egu so sign ne omakosane Emmanuel Fosuchei on a 3-year deal from Sky FC into Gold Stars for Omugusu confirm deal sir. May they atudra ede amawo na mama read some of your messages ni free on afi yemra na yemeka amanone na say ne local stories akano ehun enkomo o say Mr. B Pedro Neto of Chelsea is also in the goal king rate. He has 3 goals. Okay. See Pedro Neto so 3 goals intino. Osia Palmeiras no she to be kan ho a okona nim. Sami Oti and if you agada hostel kwa pro UCC no ordinary dey no so e dey aba now say okay soccer intellectual some play be a friend Albert dey in Ketia okay you better check the amount soccer intellectuals just this season here and I say season be ho asem. Good morning Mr. B, it's your boy there is Seras inside Besakrom. Or say, are you aware of Charlie Musanda retirement from football? Charlie Musanda retired from football. 28 years. Hey, that guy way.
Injuries.
I say so right now. Madrid fans think they can play like Barca. When we meet in the Clasico, we go show them. Say one play tiki taka and the other play kiki kaka. Okay, tiki taka any kiki kaka. Lami yama I say vibes end of the way Eddie Abba. All right, FKK any come local stories name.
Sanidara na futu ye anti be normal so normal ruru ma dwundwan ano so information say bi mo yedai omo any amount for that talent ye tu amoka male prostitute wo ho nya wa ho bebre
wo he
baby no akan sai hia ho no be dwuma mu di
antu entu mu jeja kwa ho na ye be from kwa na asese
o say e be depend e kwan ofa so koye e bia onkrata 7 sa onyoma no nkoyi e bi so akoye say de na pa brabo na mfa ma wa ye be chwa hye be bia moaye
okay
minim Ghanaian TikTok bia ono so ye ono ko mo ache Chinese bia ma na ware no ena ono so ene ne TikTok na ano mo so etimi ade ko mo nim tim pre bebre o follow mo a omunya nsem aya no mbeka nti se ukọ na se wa nya ba bia establish ho e bia o papers ne sa onyoma ne nkoyi a we student I know you different but ukọ se ukọ akobobra na se ukọ akoye adwuma se de na ebi mu ye no na eya na PPM bebre ye hu bebre nso so a omo ne other companies ye adwuma a dudu na mpo e fa ho e oda nyoma ayo mo ho eye export and import yes agencies a omo export empre bebre na gadget na omota export na say import so timi de banti e wo ho ubeko na enye ho nko a e bia do no ahu ate na woka but kronkro ni baby bebre ho no ma man for safa nya me man ko ma ni bi so safa na video bi ehu ye na lady bi also wo Saudi Arabia na odi na kosia me ba kwan a odi ye fa no se no say ya na jo discussion na ni fiura e force na ama ne namfofo ne beda so ati ase oba o enti amanfo e pass through but we crowd some you fortunate omo ya say oni omo da u fa feeling ne ase atua woka enti no hey dey free ho ba I don't know odi sare be ya adwen se bia bibi ho no msana so betimi aka aye ahihye but the bedding say player Asia kan wo Bison Dwarfs Nina Sharks UCC youngsters na yam force work he be aba before mo say omo ne betu omo cabo so me and I said dey a bedding but e bia some de kwa dwundwum na some ye na se bebo a this is Ghana we dey nti ye be hwe de be fima but Nations FC yeah
Ruby I want me hu how feasible emunda ho no me ejuma kastlefm as ma ko chesam ne nye nti sia no GBs na mo motu amaka how is that possible bank me feel that can be from the angles are recent times hu there e bi mo work da way mo ye fe no so the message police team be say afia last time we qualify be ya what's one nyina no am obi recruitment don't be join the police for no can idea no make sense today okay so we career na say we are but even some of them no am ba career point within those clubs
yeah
nti everybody say be at the end of the period no say if a club no say another club
so now
how does that deal no still now also works for you again. It's minimum how best we can do it.
Said you recruit we are Baba Ghana by na for you.
Thank you. So I feel that young share institutions no kwan mom there. And come man cause say you the military for the war football team. Police if we someone so obi or hono. Immigration someone won't be say
army so.
Yes, and the last the even port city impo. Say no you gapo hafoza.
Yeah.
So that means other institutions can also venture in. But they won't create new clubs. Ebia some sort of arrangement be now we adapt with some of these clubs ebia and Bison Dwarfs now Canada but say they be an institution of government ebia Ghana Gas for instance a team but if you adopt Bison Dwarfs no yes and some sort of agreement be now you adopt a team no now you for some finances now you pump in administration I mean somehow you find ways and means ebia so that you find the young clubs no but the idea there obi nyana club not only plan no be home for so but obi ntina nchen na recruit ni player na so we na career na now I can't go for one permanent. How does that work?
Okay.
And I wasn't me feel there. No, we make
and they can, of course, they should get the institutions involved. Yes. Now, I'm on Sunday contract. Uton players, I'm also they also help you and all that. But the club owners, they will not open their books to them. I'm also met my own teams, or your teams. Obia Mobia, FK Quenim.
Suggest you have bar, fair that they're about 10 years. Be away. Ombe professor more more clubs, no more timid. Me believe in that says a company is not getting involved. In game na na beboa or do one kasa chance or mon cut it to teams. So what employment na bia. And omo so nyo omo individual ones na private ones no omo acho omo ti yen kan cho omo say omo nyo omo team ni players no omo ntu omo kaye na yen koye no nyese de bia wo hye bibi asese wo ya na wo say aban ana so individual bi sade no ho ebe for omo enye no omo nye ni ye no omo ko omo anim. Nation FC many agye the ama Kennedy boachi ansa or one type of individual bia ohwe ne character na I'm also happy say bibia nkwankwan kwesima oni Dr. Kwame Chomo ntamwante esan say last season as season atwam akoye hu nsem esisi ye na friendship bia one team owner any current administration ntamuntino bia bibi kotia team na ka fairly ka oseka personnel and as administrator of the club and as a communicator of the club was also timi chere wadwen ewo pepere yo ekwanso nya atendie enye bibia se okoka nsem bi ebegu game no ho fi na mmom so wo chere wadwen se de obia enso etimi chere na adwen wo other clubs no ba se Kennedy kokan bibia na ekwa akofa asema ba fe duru mebi na no poka koyi ni ka se as empenifo aya ono ane boss Dr. Kwame Chei epese kana no tum no do obeka no kre enti sa ne nyina mu no that is a character ye hia bi ewo ye game no obi a ade na echia obeka koyi nso a obeka na ese ne nyina no negative no ba no aka positive no so ba no aka ne nyina bom na yetimi ade akoyere so me pese ne nyina echi no Dr. Kwame Chei ehun se ene waso se ono so bedi club na nim as a CEO chief executive officer se be obed direct clubs na first na edu omo akọ because say wa mature da bia no ne na masensentreni omo etimi ema no so upgrade no ede ne ko ni mo be kotoko communications officer e no call empo nations wa call brands manager couple with other enyoma no yenso etimi de kan na say omo so asa topping up ede na ko so it means say adwuma na oye no eso ani no ko no akwa affect club no positively with results and everything in terms of club administration and as administering club football no intimania jet media mano na Freda chipe so tuno for say oba no ai CEO na nyome oboa club Ghana hanum no wa ma wani anya den na bibini na so amfa won na yensi form no wan kasemu a ya betwa afa so nti de oye honom dodo na ne be ya adwen baby ana no yi nika no so mo frɛ no bipo de amante se ebɔ ne charge bia because ne nsama no kana ne nyina no korɛ sɛ ye pese ye chichiro wonsa tu achi na ye bro ye mu de obia ni obɛ sa de nti Kennedy I'm happy for him and ye hwɛ ni mu sɛ baby our rise ya ni baby ababedu no and obɛhwɛ Mr. Hart so ni Mr. Hart Henry
Asante
yes oba oti na one of the nkofo a omukọ ekotwete posti Kennedy enso ebo mo aba so it means Mr. Hart mu nyina no energy na adwuma na oye no a also welcoming no into baby okoko so it means a lot of meetings na a lot of nyoma no also be get closer up there no so etimi akwakoye adwuma enti mani age etimi dia ma no the way to go maso dudu dramani enso ya kana asem ya kana experience dada baby o sha as player ebi a wan sheda ni dini bebre da obado bobo club seche wo hwa abusuan draft so bobi drafts I think so bobo 7 years or so and other I think say RTU so otimi esia kan so wo ho no ma ni nyina no ne bo ni nyina no bo wo Ghana ha ba bia ni dina sheda nkoso ba coaching mo no and na waye with Black Stars assistant and all that and said yeah ora odote ekano right is it has penina or yes Frank Nelson said your workano now we say Frank Nelson also na call or if you honom na oyo mo one of the yes or your mo I think say communication ono and e penyin na wo lead you omo enti wakan me say maso didi dramani enye ne na ode no ho for has and enye has nko say clubs no bebre ono ma mo wo coaches bia omo taji advice if you omo ho enti wo hwe coach Kwasi Apia before so be ba e board no so no behind the scenes no money no e work masro kunadu same omone na ye adwuma other coaches no bebre ono ma behind the scenes so more advice this clubs no in terms of a player scouting and all that it is why scouting at their map one way or the other na say the last and as a past 10 years players bi muso so mo be pass you through or more aba be boni yie no na say dodo na no be ka say ebi mo hon ma na Masud ewo aye etwaka ewo omo nso so omo ambo ama na anye yie no no so owo twaka wo into wo sa experience na ono ankasa eba na oba be practice no me sure say obenya aye adusua bibre etimi ede afrem nti me good thing for ono ankasa odi kan so akase ohwe board na na motuo no omdwumadi obedi no then no etimi apiki bibia afrem no build this afia some squad no enso etimi ede ama aye hard to focus good ye be ko enim na yetimi de no so etimi asi honom bibia di Go Stars omuguso a esensane na hwe Emmanuel Fosu chei I think say Sky FC omo da boase de omunim no very good chap sa central midfield no especially the any trademark DM on city deep na on preparatory for ball ne mano on kura ball no the composure and the ability to control ball or midfield no I think so call young apostles kwa ko bolo no yehun kakra ewo ho no ma finally Go Stars for enso ede na ekọ sa level no kobo Africa and also betimi akobo the Premier League and FA Cup no so etimi ede ama bibia ni Go Stars which I think say 3 years na omo dia ma no any contract no be call a long way etimi akobo Abrantia no so o start well now utimi infuse ho club na ye consistent I think say these are some of the deals as a player no ebetimi etimi dia ma to fosuche ya be wishing all the best of luck I think say Go Stars sika no benya bi and also omo level no say aduru soro ni nyina no so betimi aboa ma na yi ne ho adi ye nti ye wishing well na ye wishing say obey injured free na afi wetimi abo ne ball na Go Stars enu nti omudi e kire omudi kokofa no
Osman bram kakra na ye kofa course
Masud didi dramani and the FA kan no sembe bre and so far no ya to dem panyifo na so na start today war bona badwa oguda war can some papa was going to do and for me ways it is expected and I'm surprised that was for the past 10 years why scouting jobs are my club and someone that work on once and second will be for the past 10 years why scouts are more then that means that the person really knows the club ankasa into our we don't want any excuses though a new coach afraid na waba once I'm a scout for a certain club another a certain business or cheddar, you know the tenet of that business, the ins and outs of it, the players profile a club no be here, and you may be a club no way you are well informed about it. It's on your finish about there, and our time baby you want to baby, and I finish all about starter. Once you know the club and you money a casezemo. Now since I should be extra hard to for club no baby I watching the now. Supporters most especially, they are looking for trophies, they are looking for wins. That malakadesical attitude and that the me or china the me and that the me they wouldn't want to listen to it. And it's a Frank Nelson on my the me information way. That's a say for me boy but for me I trust that I'm a kind of upon me you don't want to my ear because he's one of the few guys you come out the urban the local job on club football mobile here I don't that environment and my only problem with him joining hard to focus or the board and I really me feel there they are not innovative enough. Sanka board pe better than one anka woyen panyimfa what's in China what push the direction no. Nanka certain clubs you be no so nyim na adwuma ba ba hye honom. Nanka wa adwuma nanka wa boa anka obeboa. But it's rather unfortunate there. In panyimfa ye ka na asem nyina me should be. Oyezin no band the football terms na. Abaka they understand the new ideas was it a game no enu nti na omafa omafa CEO no ni ya san so fa Abubakar Watara say oye almost advisor nti dia be bi na wuhia ya fa advisor ya kana asemi si ya kana asemi wora nkasa so fa abadwuma potin na wa ya baka de asofoko CEO
Oh,
what the no?
Aye.
But you can impact.
Oh, yeah, Jumano.
Oh, yeah, Bibiara. See, you're not more and pay for you.
House, I said, they come aboard with her. I see you. Yeah, oh, communication bay.
Oh, no.
Parado Casa, I let that can be Casa, say, oh, person,
coming away, you money.
One and Casa.
I can aboard, no. I had a watch share management in one. And Cabot is a what's 910. Nanka one.
I bought no much in check. I said, I can't be on cupboard who, on cupboard who beam. I said, I can't be cupboard. No one from where you mean. Somebody, I. The same body and day today, I owe me. Oh, board bay. I buy a see where you know, or any Juma. I know, how much is it be a come
office now? I the mere formality. But we are free at the end of the season. And the supporters group need to be quite there. Because we move for so long. That is some of these are the things we are saying. And I'm praying and hoping that with this new architecture now, what is it? You get the functionalities. Obiaro Yanese. Board, you know, yes, one thing I want to but for my one draw ideas, no. So whatever else what the implementation stages now. One wants to know your board, you my back room, you not just kind of the day-to-day resource people no. Now one year ones it. Or that be by so far it's I don't know. But coach now happens, I pray and hope there. This time around the one year environment I will buy because how to folk they deserve better. I pray next year you in the Premier League YGB. FA Cup they will be there. Yeah, Africa, to the two biggest clubs, no, and one a World Cup, and that would be the beautiful thing now. Young football, the answer, but continue for the meantime. This is Ruby. My work in your hands, you better as suppose because we're praising. Okay, but your children are starting and your mom to them quit to make some pair. You come back again and come and then lambasting. Okay, but on your football, they need to understand the coaches are hired to be fine. And for me, say I said them now or both.
Razak Simpson, is it right for to play? Obviously, but him said, "But also Moldova and Romania, dear."
Yes, so he should start from somewhere.
Uncle,
I'm like Minya Belgium clubs. Minya be a club.
Also, Egypt from Swaba.
But so far, the young players are all North Africa. Okwa 1 year. Okay. Maximum 1 year they are coming back. You who come Poku. Acquire at least 1.5 years. You who need where you see now Kumasi Asante Kota. Okay. But from Eastern Europe, now you one part near better.
Romania,
na Roboba. Ebi akọ Switzerland, Zurich, mu dem na Roboba. Nka kan but say your mainstream Europe so na say botu ma akọ say development no be boa why not? But I feel there one share the best possible deal for this guy because he has the potential so on your bad. I share stature. I share ball no bona mo be nyan no focus there. I want to improve myself. All right. And he will get there. Into Ruby so on your club uncle.
Meda se ma me fa course kakra na tie for Emra Subi 0244 408046 0244 408046 and afi 0244 408354. Hello, good morning. Honorable Jaru.
Yeah, Miss Rubin.
Honorable.
Good morning, Apuman.
Na me adom hu pa.
Miss Rubin, this is the man who was a scout from 10 years. Now, how many years?
Oh,
Miss Asamo.
I wouldn't
you got how many years? And now, today, or quite it all could go Yano as scouts in the Mahatu. Miss Rubin, football young kind of crowd. They did their money, has no corner, also sees. Here they made that down. Because it's not a small why they to be in an outside of the on your buff being baby. It's a management on mobile canoe, and I said, you papa, and I said, you make a football. No, I said, I'm coming to a tree because of 2 for only the Ninchi. What for you again a name and Pacono, 1 man dash on the Bia, there, what could I then awkward way in bed for years. Compare what to go in the Madeira Madifasi. This couple no where do you pay with their matter
Meda say but did free Kodoko 2015 10 years in it is a bit of Kodoko no started our scout in Mahata possible why possible. Hello, good morning. Ten Hagni. Hey Uncle Ben, sorry Uncle Ben, it's you. Good morning. Brighton for player Okay. Sunny. Oh, why not?
Oh, the young will be anyone. We were bright. What I did that song, one dollar one class as one place go eat. Almost for bed and put to Yadu.
Okay. May I say, Uncle Ben. Hello, good morning.
One Miss Ruby.
Maybe I didn't baby or free.
Eric can come for.
Maybe I it you.
Next one is out to know Thailand and all. Place me be one them.
I'm a basha, mamma, no, basha who.
Ghana, I am with you.
Ow, I'm more here.
Even football is our Ghana here and Puedi.
Wow.
Miss Ruby, I was born Akafa, Amura, Akafa, and Katura, Atejura. I don't make man, I'm not better no provide ammo. It's not a way of Ghana here. And then I some corner so. Okay, in car. First works and Uncle employ players no Uncle Yaz a one. Now, Uncle Bono. No, Timon is new to on a cow. Now, your government has new to on a cow and head to that.
What do you mean?
That if you're not a Timon, what's a player now? Government will be in for Snibia.
No, so.
I did one year, can I actually on arguments? You mean, I.
May I say, hello, good morning. Boboski, it's you. Hey, Okoto go there black stars on your BMO. Hello, good morning.
Yes, Miss Ruby, Richard Aholo, Emisano.
Me pacho yeti wano pay.
Oh, ano pay. Mama be good morning.
Yeah, just
man. And FK2. Osman, be a Okasa. If I really admire how he put things. Some now, okay. Here, Papa is very, very essential. Or more football. For example, dwarfs like this. Or more dominant, or more club, no, I am very active. I bet draw dominant, but you dominant, you have to consult the corporate institutions. Oh, Mr. Sir, I want you to be partnership of this of my club. Sir, Yamu Buana club no, of course, right. You will don't see. Want to be there with on eventually market time. What I say, they should be innovative. All things of doing things, you know, they should change. I don't know Ghana football no, almost me. I tell more club no, I thought you were here.
All right.
Now, the club work happening, definitely. Master PSG, they are on.
Okay.
They're really on.
May I say, I'm gonna buy and Bessie, ever had your Bessie or on. So, hello, good morning. And share the taxi driver. Hey. Oh. Wow. You better come actually. Okay. Okay. Oh. Wajai. Medase. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Mr. Davis.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Apo.
Na me adom ya huye pa.
I'm sure I've taken for contribution away.
Okay, Mr. Davis, hi, it's you.
Now, you can't be nothing. But, protocol tradition to me now are quite different from us. I don't know my government no own team. And I government. The protocol no why the ministry no do to now aside no hand over my administration. But to be anything, to be not catching up with the team. No one. They need a real experienced administration. There, we're working with Baba man. On your behind or there, work at the table aside. No. Tobe or Tata the only way. Tobe is the bank ruler and is the administrator too. At the same time, no beyond all football knowledge, no coach, only no on Nababu.
Okay.
I think you understand.
Yeah, sure, I understand. Okay, Medase, Mr. Davis, Medase. Mefa last caller na me say. Hello, good morning. Me pa cho din baby of free. Me pa cho yeti Kevin. Oh, mama said to the door so anya hwe Pedro de na yetre on. Vaja sebo. Oh, Chelsea for. Okay. No. Okay. Meda say, all right, yeah, they show me see what Hanum say now. Ya call now. Make I say ne Royal Case Club, Redway Hotel. But say why I sign Edomo to kopa. Ya didn't be a kamwa. Ebe boama Air Case Club no aye depa. Only say Case Club ye shiemu first Saturday of every month. And ye shiemu. There was special sessions so we can we during school holidays, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Venue near Red Royal Hotel. Enti kaina shane so mama say Royal Air Case Club on Red Royal Hotel for Ashemu Kenapa nene ye were educational games and any competitions and spelling bees wo talent shows wo hotel facility tour honomo swimming lessons art and craft workshops, cooking and baking with hotel chef, music, drama and public speaking activities, career development and leadership skills sessions monthly birthday celebrations for registered members. Enti odo ba be Case Club ne ho a obana ni beje pa ye nkromanya 5 to 16 years and omo join Case Club na omo hie mu di omani o person oba mu working per session bia 50 Ghana na betua na mo ba ye member ye will half yearly membership and 270 na betua na annual membership near 480 cedis nti awofo ne fi mane kwaka ho bi no mo kwa Redwell hotel memende di kan bia obosumi bia mu omo kosua de enkwaje omena afi omo nso no nye adesua ne nko a say school mu adesua nko omo mra mesua foforo kan ho e wo Redwell hotel omo sua de no na omo san eje wo mo ani a obeso me tese obedi agro omo san so 20% discount on all foods and beverages a obeto de ama o man wo no mabakes club no ase fa ba ne bra omaginani